All right, welcome back everybody to 20-Sided Dice Fight. This is episode 2 of chapter 7. Hello, say hello to the lovely party here, who are currently snoozing after their very brief meet up with each other and meet up with Orin in the Plane of Dreams. Last they spoke to him, he gave them quite an important mission: to find this ancient tome and the key to unlock it. The only problem is the key is now somehow in the possession of the Emperor of the currently invading Kaiba Empire. They are on the plains of Carantania and working their way over. And the party doesn't know exactly where the Emperor is. However, they did find some old friends of Marcus's to help guide them on this adventure. And those old friends ran into a monk, one of the monks of Makshana, by the name of Janu. And he is offered to guide them along this journey because of the friendship he has with our monk Asherak. So, unfortunately for Orin, we don't know whether he's alive or dead, as when the party was leaving this plane of dreams, there was this meteor-like object streaming right toward him, and the last words that he spoke to the party was, "They've found me." So, the party is currently trying to rest up before they buy some supplies and head out on their adventure the next day, when they hear a loud knocking, pounding at the door.
What?
It wakes the whole party.
5 more minutes!
Get up!
No!
The pounding doesn't cease. It's just ongoing.
Boom, boom, boom. I rush over, kind of like ready, but
I'm right behind him,
but
ready to strike.
but I do open the door.
Is there a window to this room?
There's like a window out the back side. There's like a shack,
Okay.
like...
I've been known to jump out a couple of windows.
Oh, this one you wouldn't fit out. This one you wouldn't fit.
Oh, damn.
So as you open the door, you see a bloodied, battered man. He's a little bit rotund, and he's like on one knee, banging at the door. And as you pull the door open, he's sitting there panting, and he looks like he just got the shit kicked out of him. And he says, "Please, help! I need my supplies. They took them."
Come on.
We help him in.
Come here.
As you help him in the building, Tiroth, you immediately recognize this man. He is none other than your good friend Bud, whose bar and tavern you stayed at some time ago. So you bring him in the room, and he's pretty beat up. It looks like he was literally beaten to a pulp.
Is there any open wounds?
No, it's not like he's bleeding out. It's
so
more like he got jumped,
Yeah, okay.
and
know if
like
they,
beaten
cut
with
a shit.
bats and stuff like that. Like it was definitely a hardcore beating, but nothing like
No stabbing.
yeah, he's not bleeding out.
Nothing.
He's got
deadly.
blood coming out of some open wounds, but it's like blood.
Nothing deadly.
Yeah, he's not dying.
You said his name was Bud?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Bud.
So I'll come up to Bud. Bud, what are you doing here?
Tiroth? He says as he's
You
like
two know each
grasping
other?
at his ribs. And you can see like there's a little bit of blood in his hand, like he's holding his rib kind of like in place.
Is he an old schoolmate of the Arcaneum or the college?
No, if you don't recall, Bud was a person recently that you've seen in Vision with Orin. You went to this fantastic party.
Right.
You played for some people. After the Vision, you managed to go to his tavern. You kept your night's stay there. It was
That's right.
your kind of like coming out party, as it were. And there was a party in your honor. You stayed there for many days.
He was the guy that gave you your first paid gig.
Exactly.
That's right.
Your very first, like, you are a bard
I remember now.
moment. and he told you could always stay at his tavern whenever you wanted.
But this was in Forgehold, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which you're just on the outskirts of
Yeah, we're on the
Carcaster. You're
So
in
will
like
this-
it's like
will
a
I know
small
if this-
fishy village outside of Carcaster.
Okay, so this isn't terribly far from his tavern. Then,
No, his tavern's in Carcaster.
in Carcaster. Okay.
So that was where the big giant party was that you had many moons ago.
Yeah.
So he's surprised to see you, and you almost see like a sense of relief. Oh, I'm glad it's you. I don't know if anyone else would. Well, I got my ass kicked. Can't you tell? And as he tries to get like a wise cracking smile, you notice that his left incisor is missing. It's got a big old hole.
Do I know him as a guy who likes to get in fights or something?
No,
or-
definitely not. He's just a proud
Oh,
business
okay.
owner, probably on his
Yeah,
way
alright.
in from a supply run or something.
Okay.
Most of the time people don't come out here, but he likes food and stuff like that. He's got to pay the people for his food and patrons. Got to get stuff right. So he brings them in on wagons. Supplies from what is that big, long strait of river that cuts through the continent. And this is the popular shipping area. Not like for massive vessels, but small fishing vessels. So he was probably here this morning for his morning run of fresh fish, more than likely.
While they're conversing, I'm gonna attempt to cast healing spirit.
Oh, a
Spirit.
healing spirit on him? Oh, do you have to roll for that?
Yes,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Oh, goody.
He's not willing, so you have to do it at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
He doesn't want to get healed.
He doesn't like it.
33. So I cast.
I mean, yay!
I conjure up thank you. So I conjure up a dog, and the dog an ethereal dog, and the dog starts licking his wounds,
Oh!
and that heals 1d6 every turn.
It's like
That's
licking it right in the
adorable.
face at this point. Oh, thank you, but good.
Who did
What?
this to you, bud? Just
The butcher's men. He runs this part of town now.
The butcher?
some
Yeah,
low life.
you know of the butcher.
leader.
You've heard the tales. Wicked man, sadistic. Now he's taken up organized crime. It's a joke.
Is that the murderer?
Yes, you do recall Bill the Butcher.
Okay,
He's
I
the
do remember.
murderer from before.
Yeah, I
Yes,
remember.
You recognized him before, but in that moment,
Oh my God,
you
I
chose
read
to
all
do
of
nothing.
this in the Google Doc.
Yeah. My. I'm so sorry
Stole
this
my
happened
product for the tavern, and robbed a bunch of fellow villagers here, just trying to make ends meet. These are tough times. I wonder if you could help me.
to you. Do what
Could.
I can. Right? I'll look around at the group. Put a stop to this.
Look,
Yes.
Haven't even
I
had my
don't know.
coffee yet.
look. I feel very sympathetic towards him, and I want to help, but we're about to go into a war zone.
Well, you can make a pit stop.
Please.
Maybe
The
that
tavern
would be
won't
nice.
hold. I don't have the
Not
funds
on
for it.
tax?
They took all of that too. All I ask is that you track these men down, get my supplies back, whatever means you can. Talk to them. I don't care. You're not going to be able to find Bill, but you can at least get my stuff back, please. The tavern needs it. We'll go under if we don't.
I think we need to clear these docks of these scum.
They've been robbing people blind, calling it a protection fee. It's a joke. We didn't need protection before. We don't need it now. We need protection from them. You can show them a thing or two. I know you've got the capabilities. Come on.
You said,
Please.
they're,
We're an old friend.
they're running the docks. You said, correct?
Well, yeah. Yeah, they rob, they tax. We didn't have any of these problems before Bill took over.
Which means they probably have a few ships.
Well, he's got organized. He's got this organized crime ring all throughout Carcaster now.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, there's a lot more murders than there were before.
I turn to the party. I'm sure an organized crime. I will not miss a single ship.
Hey, I don't care what you do to them.
What about your
So,
reputation?
as you know, I've been gone from Foretold for a while, but do you know where their headquarters might be, or
They have a station
local-
somewhere here in the docks, but most of these places
know
are
where.
old and run down. People have left since they took over. So my guess, one of the empty shacks, one of the old homes of some of the oldest and more traditional Foretold folk. You know, the hard workers, the ones that bring the meals to the table. They're all gone. There's no point in staying anymore. Bill's taken over and it's just theft, murder.
One thing, Tirath, just make sure that when we do this, because we are, and I'm looking at all of us,
We are.
You see,
Make
he's
some-
like, he gets a little, he starts shaking his head, nodding.
make some sort of disguise for yourself. He is wanted, so don't be...
Oh, trust me, I know. I've seen this.
Okay.
That's why I trust him. Any man willing to come back to the town he's wanted in has got some balls.
yes, I do.
The three of us look at him.
Anyways,
Sure.
all right. Can you tell me where you were attacked? And
Yeah.
I can try and track down
Yeah,
this criminal.
if you head down the pathway, you can follow some of my tracks down to the river's end. I had my cart there with my best ass. And they took it too.
I'm
So sorry for your ass.
Bastards.
We'll get that ass back.
You might be able to follow him. He's got this like cleft in his left hoof, so he kind of drags it a little bit. If you follow the tracks, you could probably catch up to them, but you'll have to hurry. I'll wait here till you return and recover with the dog thing. Yeah. No, stop licking me in the face.
Is it Juzin?
Oh, you're talking about
Monk guy.
yes.
Oh yeah, is he here?
Are you
Janu.
able to...
Janu? Oh my
Janu.
God.
Are you
Janu.
able
I want to
to
keep calling him his last name, but I want to do that.
continue tending to his wounds?
Yes, I can stay here.
yes, good because that dog's gonna can't go very far from me.
Still,
Let's make haste.
yeah, the sooner the better. Otherwise, they'll get away. Once they make it to one of their warehouses, they're long gone. There ain't no tracking them from there. I don't know. Bill's got one hell of a network he's built up in this city.
All right.
Is he a
Tira-
science guy?
Uncover something.
Here,
I'll take down.
here's the plan. All right. I'll rush ahead, stop them in their tracks while you guys catch up. I'll
Don't
make a
rush too far ahead. I worry you'll follow the tracks a lot easier than we will.
That's true.
Um,
You may not everybody may be able to track very well.
I will attach a rope with just a long amount of rope, and you can just follow the tracks.
Is it like a loaf of bread?
Sure,
Just leave bread.
sure.
Yeah. I'll crumb trail it.
Yep, come trail it. There we go.
Okay, that's even if he can follow the tracks.
Oh, I can follow
Oh,
tracks.
I can follow tracks just fine.
All right,
Where's the ranger? when we
let's
need
go
him?
out
Okay.
into the street.
So as you head out the door, there's all sorts of footprints and such.
I get into a racing stance.
Well, you got to figure out where his. Well, remember, first you have to follow his tracks because he can't go with you.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's to the point where he can't walk.
Oh yeah.
Then you have to find the tracks, and remember, this is a fishing village. It's pretty early in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. The sun isn't out yet, But
Yeah.
there's a few people out and about doing some fishing, and people going and drawing from the well.
How
basic
far
things.
away from this little hut thing did he say?
Well, the
last
water
saw?
itself is probably like a half a mile away. You can
Okay.
see it. It's slightly downhill from here, so you can see it.
Well,
All right, we know
how
his
far away
wagon
was
is somewhere
his
over there.
ass when they took
At
it?
the water's
water?
edge.
Okay.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Tirith?
Okay, so I was gonna ask if there was a box, like a crate or something nearby, like a small one,
Oh,
like a milk crate or something.
yeah, of course. Yeah, there's tons of different
Okay,
potteries
I
and
give
crates.
that to Deity and say, "Here, this will disguise you."
A crate?
Yeah, just hold it and like run like you're delivering something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just a
You'll
Warforged
look like
running
a
out here like that.
weirdo
Yeah,
running
no,
through
they got
the-
Warforged delivery here in Forgehold now. Overnight delivery. It's like big corporation thing.
I'm gonna put on my metal hat to make it look like I'm
Oh, there you
official. I'm official.
Once again, when you put on the metal hat, you feel a little like.
And then I'm going to sprint towards the water's edge.
Okay. Just
Wait, look for the tracks first,
Well, he's
because we know he's here.
yes, the water's edge is huge. This whole area is as far as the eye can see is the
he said
water's edge.
we got to get to the water's edge, and that's a half a mile.
Well, yeah,
We gotta
but
follow this guy's tracks.
he's telling you to
first
follow
back
his
to the
tracks
water's
to
edge.
where he got his ass kicked.
Gotcha.
That way, from there, you could hopefully find the tracks to lead.
I'm gonna look
to
for
those
his
other people.
tracks.
Okay, roll a survival check.
Oh, survival. That's bad.
I'm gonna help.
My
Fine.
survival is good. It's a +5.
I know, you should have the barbarian do it. She's like Wolverine.
That's 20, not natural.
Okay,
Help you.
so you managed to find the tracks pretty
glad I
easily.
didn't.
You see, not only are there the footprints, but there's also like a few blood spatters. It looks like he was like spitting out blood.
Mm.
Not like he's dripping it, but like he's like, "Puh," as
Here.
he's walking.
Here.
Okay, I give Deity a slap on the butt. I say, "Go."
Okay, so you
I'm
book it down
the
towards
rest of us will rush. Like
Sally
run
after.
behind him.
Sally
yeah,
forth
try and
after.
follow
Right.
him as close. as
Okay.
we can.
No blending in, huh?
That's okay.
It's early
The sun's
morning.
not quite up yet.
Oh wait! I did forget. I had to disguise myself.
Do you?
You have
Up to you.
time on the way, but like you're gonna get there a third, or
Yeah.
I'll be there about.
Yeah, I'm not having you guys like take
56%
turns
faster.
running and bullshit like that.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
not-
of course.
That's
yeah.
gonna take too long.
Yeah, I just I don't know, because you said to disguise myself before we left this
Well, that's up to you.
building.
You just because someone tells you to do something doesn't mean you have to.
I mean, you're
Never
in,
mind.
you're in
Still-
Forgehold.
Still a good idea.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Boo! No, I'm just kidding.
I will disguise myself as we run with my disguise kit.
Okay. Roll at disadvantage because you're running.
All right.
You're trying to like put on makeup and mustache and shit, and like while you're booking
Yeah.
it
I'm gonna
through
give,
the mud, by the way.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
Okay. Cool. Is it
D4.
deception or is it
Uh,
intelligence check and proficiency?
intelligence, because you're gonna be. You're just
Holy
oh.
shit.
Nat 20.
No. I rolled 2 nat ones.
Oh!
Did you
Whoa!
not do
So
that
you
one?
die. No, I'm just kidding.
You just stabbed yourself in the eye. You actually
You are
lost.
impaled
Yes,
by
I
your
someone
mustache, which you forgot to put wax on before you went to sleep. Rigid, slit your throat. No, okay. You do, as you're booking it, you do trip and fall and go straight into the mud, and you ruin the disguise you are attempting to do. So the clothes, the fake mustache, some of the makeup spills out. It's ruined. You're gonna need to buy a new kit of stuff. So your disguise kit is ruined.
My disguise kit is.
But your party helps you up. I hope. I mean, they just watched you fall face first in the mud.
I didn't see anything.
Well, yeah,
He's not.
he's got 2 other peeps there
I just like
Well,
because Revenant Red stays behind.
I mean, I
just
can't
like
pick
this.
him up.
Thanks, Poppy.
You can't pick.
I'm just kind of like,
And she's like,
Clearing
wow,
her
what a
face.
lovely disguise. I wouldn't have
Great.
thought of that.
Mud
that's-
face.
you know what? Let me put that back on, actually.
It's pretty runny mud. Looks like it was raining.
This is a Mrs. Doubtfire.
All right, we don't have time for this. Let's go. I used prestidigitation to clean myself up a little bit. As we go.
Okay,
And all my work.
all right, so, Deity, as you reach the water's edge, you see there's all sorts of wagons and carts going.
Okay.
Now. It's like 5:15, 5:20. It's kind of early in the morning. The sun is not quite over the horizon yet, but you can see the hue of the sun is beginning to rise.
I also am going to turn on my little flashlight.
Okay.
And I'm going to look for the donkey with the
Okay, roll another survival check. As you reach the docks, you do see there's a number of small-ish vessels. Probably, there's like rowboats. There's also small sailing vessels that could house 7 to 10 people. There's a couple of larger boats that look like they're hauling fish cargo. So they're larger fishing vessels. They probably go into the deeper waters from the river, or from the it's not really technically a river, the inlet of the stream, and get some more heavier fish, things like that. But there's lots of people out right now in the water, especially in smaller boats, small sailboats, rowboats, things like that are fishing. And people coming in and out with various carts full of different types of fish. You see a couple of like potato carts because there's some local farms over here. You see a couple of they appear to be like almost like wrecked vessels being fixed up on the side of the docks, being tended to, cared for. Okay. And this part of this town definitely has more people. It's still not a ton, but there's more people.
I had to use the lucky, but I got 20.
Okay, so you got a 20. So after you're searching for about, I don't know, about a minute or so, you do finally find this strange, like, almost like it looks like a cart and little, hoof prints, but you do see a strange little drag, a little notch in the leg. Okay. And that must be where the donkey was kind of, he's got that little cleft in his foot.
Is there a this is kind of like a beachfront, like there?
Yeah, it's like a mud beach, but yeah.
Gross.
That's why it's hard to find.
I'm gonna take my. Did it go right or left?
So as you went down to the waterfront, you were going west to east. Mm-hmm. It heads to the north.
To the north. Okay. So I'm going to take my my little basket that I have, and I'm gonna just make a big arrow going to the north
in the mud. Okay.
And then I'm actually gonna stick it in the mud, just so like they
stands
know
out.
to look.
It's a random thing in the middle of the road.
And I'm gonna start heading north.
Okay.
Well.
And you start heading north. Okay. So about another 2-3 minutes pass. You guys, the three of you, arrive at the edge of the water. You immediately see the bin that you gave to Deity and a large muddy arrow in the ground, pointing north.
I pick up his basket.
As you guys arrive, you do see people are like navigating around the thing that's now in the middle of the road. Nobody moves it. They just are like, okay, and it almost creates like a divider. And they're like going in opposite ways of traffic. So there's like a little traffic cone there.
Nice. Deity created the freeway system.
And it's at this time that it begins to drizzle just a little bit. So it's a little bit rainy. So the mud is beginning to, it gets muddier. And you see, like, even as it's raining, you do see the arrow itself is also starting to, like, fill in with mud.
Well, obviously we're going to go
towards, of course. Head north towards the arrow pointed direction. Okay. We'll go back to Deity. You are running along this pathway for about 15 minutes or so. Mm. And you come to this cross section. There's like a little, not a fork, but there's two different paths you can take. One that heads a little northwest, One that heads a little northeast along the river,
Okay.
or along this waterway. Both are lined with a number of different dilapidated houses. It looks like these were at once some sort of like small farm because they're on a hill. But there's like their little fences are down. You don't see any animals. The buildings look kind of worn. It looks basically like an abandoned part of this little fishing village.
Okay.
So you have to try to decide which way you're going to go, because at this point, both paths are covered in mud. So whatever tracks that may have been there have been since washed away as the rain is now coming down.
I have an idea. Could I, so even though it's muddy, does it still, like, does the ground still look well traveled? Like,
No, now
No,
it looks,
okay.
now it's just like,
so that
you even see it's kind of runny,
that
like
tells
running
me
off the side.
that it's, this right here is not an often path.
No.
Could I try and find donkey shit along the
Oh,
road?
that's not a bad idea. Roll an investigation check. That's not a bad idea.
Donkey shit.
I like that idea.
That is-
Donkey.
number of the day, 20.
20.
13 plus 7.
So you do notice the northwestern passage. It does look like there is some shrubbery that's been like ran into, and inside that little shrub area, you do see a bunch of like donkey shit.
All right.
You doo-doo.
Is there? I would like to.
As opposed to horse shit.
Yeah. I would like to collect
Or
a bunch
bat
of
shit.
twigs.
Okay.
I assume there's.
Yeah, like I said, it's like a bush, but the leaves are all. It's a dead bush.
Oh, like whether it's bush, tree. I'm gonna block. Block the path that is close to the river because you said northwest.
Yes. Okay. I see. You're gonna put them in. That's good because they wouldn't be able to track you. Very good. Very good.
And then I'm just gonna book it after that.
Okay, so, you don't necessarily have to book it because in front of you is like 7 of these dilapidated buildings.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And they're large. They look almost like storerooms. Like they would probably store feed or they would store animals.
Okay.
They're just very large, and they all have these large, like double open doors where you would bring in stuff or take things out in large droves. The doors themselves are like 12 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 12 feet tall. They're
They're like
enormous
warehouses.
barns. They look like giant barns.
Okay.
They're just not quite as... They're not very well built any longer. It looks like time has worn on and there's been no attempt to keep them standing. So...
I'd like to go to the closest one. Yeah, we'll start with the closest one, work our way through, and try to be a little stealthy as I'm approaching the building.
Okay, roll a stealth check at disadvantage. It's
All right.
incredibly muddy.
That is... So I rolled an 18 and a 16.
Okay.
So disadvantage, that's 27.
Okay, so you sneak past the first place because you don't hear anything. But as you arrive towards the second barn, you hear some chatter, and you can hear these individuals inside. You can't really see anything. Rain coming down and the doors are closed, but you hear this chatter inside. You say, "Oh, we made off good, mate. Yeah, lots of booty for the bill. Well, he'll be happy we came away with this. Food enough for days, weeks even. And made a little pocket change ourselves. Yeah. Let's see if we could stash some here. Butcher will never know."
How many do I hear talking?
Oh,
Is
you
it
only
just
heard
the
two.
one?
You only heard
Oh,
two
two.
talking. Only two talking.
Okay.
But as you arrive and you hear them discuss this, we will pick it up after we come back from this break. Welcome back to 20-Sided Dice Fight. We just left with our adventurous robot going off and finding, seemingly, the barn where these brigands have stolen Bud's food and supplies for his place. He hears them, they're conniving, they're coming up with their own plan to hopefully come out on top of this. And at this point, we have the rest of the party, Tirith, Marcus, and Poppy. They arrive at the road where they see a bunch of twigs on the right side of the road sticking up straight. And the left side of the road is empty. What do you guys do?
Can I
It's
investigate it?
Sure.
Well, I don't know why I said that. but
Well, we
okay.
know that
He's on one of these roads.
he's on
That
one of
is
these
a
roads.
13.
Okay, so you don't find any footprints or anything except for these twigs in the road. The mud is now running down the hill. It's like a very subtle, dark stream of
Right.
water and dirt coming
But we
down. And there's a bunch of barns that line both sides of the road up ahead.
Right, but we also know that he's trying to guide us.
yeah.
So
It's not in the shape of an arrow, so I'm gonna assume it's in the shape of a wall.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent inference there. Okay,
So
so
we're gonna go the other way.
So you guys arrive at the end of this road, and Deity, it's been about 5 minutes. You've cased the entire barn. There's 2 ways in. The main door, and then above the main door, there appears to be like a couple of open shutters that are like just barely hanging by a screw or two, maybe. And it looks like at one time they could be like opened, but they're just kind of like rickety and hanging there. But you didn't see any other way to get into the barn through any of the sides or the back or above the backside walls. You don't know if you could access through the roof because you'd have to somehow climb it, but it's very tall. It's like a 40-foot tall building. It's enormous. Enormous and very wide.
So where's the little thing that you?
Up above the front door, probably about 15 to 20 feet above the door itself. It looks like it's probably just like to let light in, or maybe there's some sort of like nook up there. You can't really tell because you can't access it without some sort of very large ladder.
Go extendo legs.
So this is a 2-story building?
Potentially. You don't actually know because you can't see. And there's no like openings or cracks in the wood that are big enough to like peer through. You can kind of like try to look into it, but as it's relatively dark, there's no real light inside that you can see.
I think I would like to try just cracking open this door.
The main door?
The
Okay.
main front door.
Okay, roll another stealth check.
All right.
It is raining, so maybe the wind.
You know what? I'm gonna use a lucky on that because that was a nat 1.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
could
use
be
the
fun.
good die.
What would happen if 12 guys popped out and started beating up? I mean,
That's a
20
30.
or 1.
okay, so you creak open the door just enough to be able to like look inside. And then immediately as you look inside, you do see there is 2 large carts full of stuff in crates that there's like clothing or cloth over the tops of them. And from what you can see, you see 6 individuals in here, 2 of which are going through both of the carts. There are 2 others who are, there is definitely a second story now that you're here. Mm-hmm. There are 2 ladders that go up the sides of this area, 2 carts in the center. There are 2 people in the very front of the carts next to the donkey who's just kind of chilling. Those were the ones that you could tell were probably arguing. And then there are 2 people up on these short like balconies on the side of this barn.
Okay. How bright is it inside? Kind of dim?
The guys up at the top, they do have some torches lit. So they're looking around, it seems like, up on the top of this area. So there is light emanating from within. It's just not enough to like be super bright. It's not pushing out of this area. It's very,
Four
it's
down below.
torches.
2 up top. Where is the guy that is most secluded?
Well, it would probably be the 2 guys up top.
Okay. I would like to try to sneak my way up top.
That's going to be incredibly difficult because, like I said, there's 2 guys down on the bottom, and they're not that far from the door. They're probably like 10 feet.
Okay.
And there's enough light in there from the torchlight to have dim light everywhere. So I'm not sure if you could sneak past them.
Then I'll just go after one of the guys down here in the front.
Oh, like what? What do you want to do?
I'm going to...
Just remember, you are by yourself, and there are 6 of them.
Yeah. I have faith in my team.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Yeah, we're right behind them in like 10 minutes. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, not 10 minutes. It's not that far. You're not that slow.
No, I think you guys were like 5 minutes behind, and then I spent some time casing.
Exactly. He cased the joint while you guys were like arriving at the path down from the barn. So you're probably a couple 100 feet away from him at this point.
I would.
But it's on top of a hill.
You know what? I'm going to stab this guy in the back.
Okay, so you're gonna attempt to run in and stab him.
Not run it.
Or sneak in
over.
Okay, first we have to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Because you are attempting to do something.
Sneak attacking?
I am.
Well, not
He
just that.
doesn't get a
Ooh,
surprise
oh
round?
my.
Is there a
He
surprise
doesn't
round?
get a surprise round?
Just wait. Well, so we still have to roll initiative.
Okay.
That's how it works. You roll initiative first.
I got a 16
Okay.
on initiative.
So I'll say I'm gonna go BG1 is bad guy 1.
Nice.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
Do you need us to do little things here?
No, I'm gonna write it down and tell you, but you can. Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. So it's gonna go bad guy 1 and 2, then deity, and then bad guy 3, 4, and 5. But as you walk through the door, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. As you trip over some sort of cable, some sort of wire in front of the doorway.
That is dexterity save.
Yeah, you're like trying to maintain your
I
balance.
got an 11.
Oh, okay. So you fall prone, and as you fall prone, this boulder on top of this.
Boulder?
Yeah, it's like a rock. Well, I say boulder, but it's like a large rock. Okay, it rolls from the top of this, what seemingly is like a balcony area, but basically your weight pulled it down on top. So it falls down on you, and you take 13 bludgeoning damage as it smashes into you. And you see 2 individuals, one of which is on the ground, another on the balcony. They immediately turn towards you. Well, what have we here, boys? And the first one, he's sitting there on the box, and you could tell he was the person that was conniving before, the voice you heard through the walls. He runs over to you with his scimitar, and he attempts to stab down at you. And he hits with a 26. Oh, new dice. Dropping everything.
Ah!
And you take 8 piercing damage. Good hit. The second one, he's on top of the balcony, and he throws his torch to the side on this wooden banister, and he takes out his bow, flaps an arrow towards you. Ooh, 21? I think that's it.
That hits.
Okay, and he hits you for 8 more damage. Boy, I like them 5s on these d8s. Okay. Where's my chart? Chart here. So that way I don't have to ask. I'm sure that's annoying.
And I rushed in there, buddy.
There it is. I found it. Got it. Okay, now I don't have to ask anymore. Okay, now it is your turn. You are prone.
I'll stand up.
Okay, it just uses half of your movement to stand.
Still have 35.
And there's a guy right in front of you.
I'm going to use my bonus action to steady my aim
Okay,
to grant advantage on my next attack.
okay.
And I'm going to stab him with my life-stealing short sword. That is 25.
That's a hit.
All right. There's that.
And you have advantage, so you can use your sneak attack.
There's that and that. All right.
So there's 6? I thought you said 5 when you were talking
No,
earlier.
there's 5 in initiative right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 15, 20 damage.
Woo!
Necrotic, and I gain 2 back.
Okay.
And then,
Wait, it does all necrotic damage?
I guess
Or
the
the 4.
D4
Or
is,
the sword.
is
Is
2.
necrotic. Okay, either way. I mean, he's just
Thank
a
you.
dude.
Yeah,
So.
just a dude.
Just a dude.
Because of that,
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I will use my nick and stab him with
Quality.
my
Lets you do it as part of the attack action. Pretty sweet.
venom.
Annoying for a rogue.
That is 27.
That's a hit.
This is poison damage? Venom, sorry. I think it's poison.
And remember, no modifier.
5.
Okay. Ooh, it's still. Nice. 25 damage. Jesus. Woo! So you stab him and you
It's
see
still
like a
kicking?
little bit of like greenish goes up the side of his like clothing from the dagger piercing his side. And you can tell he's, he's definitely not feeling comfortable. You drew blood, quite a bit of it. Son of a bitch! The hell are you? Rust bucket?
You need traps to kill me?
Just you're the one who's dumb enough to walk across them. Come here. Come to my place.
I'm really going to enjoy this.
We'll see about that.
And I'll pass my turn.
Okay. The second guy who's on the box next to him, he runs up to you. He is wielding 2 daggers in his hands.
He runs up to me?
Yes.
I believe. What is it? The state? I have Sentinel. No,
I
that's
think it's leaving. If they leave your range.
that's. I think that's a fighter thing. It's when they enter my range, it procs an opportunity attack. But
Pole arm master. I think that one does that.
I think that's it.
Is Sentinel leaving then? Or is Sentinel's when he attacks
Attack someone.
another dude. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it on my sheet, but
You're right. So he swings to hit. That is a 20. That is
is a
Tygo's the
miss.
defender. He attempts to stab you with the other one.
how dare you?
And that is a 24. That's going to be a hit.
Whoa.
That's going to be a hit. And you see, he is especially adept with his knife, just like you. Except for he has an ally with him.
And I don't get dodge until next level.
No, you get dodge
Oh.
at 5th.
7.
No, you're talking about evasion.
Evasion, that's
Yeah,
what
maybe.
You have dodge.
I have dodge.
That is 16.
Whoa.
16 piercing as he stabs you
You got the
right in
sneak attack
between.
on you, huh?
In one of your flesh
I really
defense that
feel
you're
like-
not used to having, so it
Ah.
feel a strange sensation, one that you must only be able to describe as
That hurts.
yes. Yes, it does.
Ow.
You don't have
Okay.
any instances?
Poison.
Yeah, these guys are not clever enough to have like magical weapons or poisonous things. They did have some simple traps. I mean, they basically had like a snare trap sort
Yeah.
of thing. You know, you walk across it, something falls on your head. Doink. But he's not like a regular person, so it didn't doink him the same way it doinks everybody else. Okay, so that's his turn. The second guy with the torch, he is going to keep one torch in his hand, and he takes out a hand axe, and he's going to try to chuck it at you. That is a miss with a 9.
That's a big
And it just kind of flies into the door behind you. The 5th guy, he is going to jump out of the cart towards you. But he can't quite reach you this turn because of how far back he is. But you can see in his hand he's wielding a long sword. From above you, you hear the pitter-patter of footprints. Footsteps. Footfalls. Pitter-patter of footfalls. And you hear above you, where the hell is he? I can't see him. He's down here, you fucking idiot. And you see he spends his turn running towards the side. So you can tell now that the upstairs balcony does wrap around. But he cannot hit you because he can't see you quite yet. Okay. I need... let's have Tiroth. As you guys have chosen a path now, I need you to roll a D100.
Where the heck are all my 10s? Here we go. 54.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I rolled a 53.
Oh, wow,
That's
that's
funny.
quite a coincidence. Because you were running up this path and you just don't know where he is, there's no footfalls, there's no footprints, there's nothing to help guide you where to go. You do happen to have heard some shouting, just very echoing. So it's definitely not at this first barn where you are currently at now. So you can tell without having to investigate this barn that whatever you're looking for is definitely not here. But you heard some shouting off in the distance.
We're definitely gonna head the shouts.
Okay. Top of the rotation. So the guy next to you, he's going to try to swing at you. That is a miss with a 19. That AC is beefcake.
Can I have run?
If I transform, I can move 60 feet per turn.
Right.
Or-
Yeah,
or-
I'm not going to have you guys do a turn.
I'm
just because the
just-
feet thing is going to be annoying to track.
Okay.
So basically, because of Tiroth's roll, you will arrive at the barn next turn.
Okay.
It was just whether you arrive at 1 turn or 2 turns. So next turn. Next cycle.
All right, buddy.
That's okay. I believe in you guys.
All right.
We're
I'm
friends
a little
now.
chunky.
Yeah.
I still got to work off this
It's got to work off the
extra layer.
beer belly? Wine belly? Whatever.
You're still
The
waking up.
wine
Some sort of
belly.
belly. Okay, so the guy that is shooting arrows down at you, he is going to attempt to shoot you again. 22 is a hit. You take 6 piercing damage.
We can see all of your secrets.
Secrets are no fun. And it is Deity's turn. As you can tell, these guys are hell-bent on killing you.
That's fine.
What do you do, Deity? This camera gives away all my secrets. There. Ha!
I'm not looking. I'm being honest. Like I
have my
would
glasses
never.
on, so I couldn't see anything.
I'm staring.
I'm staring. I'm
I'm
looking.
too busy writing notes.
So what are you going to do? It's not looking good. I mean, you've taken quite a hefty sum of damage. These guys are not your everyday goons. They may act like it, but these guys have probably seen a thing or two, or at least been around the criminal block for a while.
I would like to do a thing.
I'll do a thing.
I can disengage as a bonus action.
Yes.
Would shutting a door?
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, you would interact with an object. That would take an action.
Okay. What about climbing after that? That also an
No,
action?
climbing is part of movement. It's just half your movement.
Okay. So, I would like to disengage, go through the door again. I'm going to slam it shut, but then you said there possibly is a nook.
Yeah, up above. There's it looks like was a window at some point with like 2 shutters, but the shutters are like pushed out and barely like hanging on by a nail or two.
I want to try and climb up into that.
Okay, so there's no like climbing tool you have, but you could attempt to climb the door and things like that. So roll an athletics check. If you succeed, then you can climb it just yourself without any rope or grappling hook or pittons or anything like that. If you fail, then you can't.
Okay, I will try. I'm shit at athletics. Oh, it's okay. It's 14.
Okay, so you climb using half of your movement. So it only takes 15 feet to get out after the disengage. So whatever you have left is how far up you can go.
I have 15 feet. I have 55 feet left.
Okay, so you can reach literally the like window opening. You can't quite climb all the way up. It's another 5 feet, but you can reach the top. So you're like hanging on there, so you don't have to like try to figure out how you're going to end your turn with hanging on, because you can just hang on to that. You can support your own weight pretty easily. Okay, so you're up there. Is that your turn?
When I do that, I'm gonna yell out, "Fine, I'll leave anyway!"
Okay. And you guys can hear this as you're running towards this area. In fact, you do see this little like blob start like moving up the side of this building.
Can I book it towards him?
Yes, you guys are. No, you guys are hoofing it.
Yeah.
Like you guys are hoofing it.
I mean, I'm fast.
Okay.
I'm fast, boy.
All right. So the third guy, he's going to run out the door. He swings open the door. Fuck did he go? And he begins to look around, but you're not really hiding, so he can see you. Son of a bitch is climbing in the nook.
No, I'm not. I'm running away.
You're running away. I don't know what you're talking about. But he can't do anything because he uses action to open the door.
Ha!
The fourth guy is an archer, and he runs towards that part of the nook, but he can't quite reach you. The fifth guy, he was down on the stand. He's gonna run out the door, and he's going to take in his pocket. He has daggers. He's going to take a dagger and try to hoof it at you. That is a miss with a 19. So it thuds right next to you.
Your mother's
right
a whore.
in between your hands. The final guy, he was running to the side of the nook to come attack you. Now he's going to run back. So he's literally standing right above you, and he's going to attempt to stab you. Because he's at the top. That is a 22 to hit.
I would like to give him disadvantage with a lucky.
Oh, interesting. So he got a 22 or a... Oh, that is a 12. So it looks like he's aiming it, and he's like... Ah! And it goes right in between your fingers.
You missed.
You can feel the vibration, the splintering wood kind of spreads your fingers apart a little bit more. Son of a bitch, I thought I got him! And he yanks his dagger out.
I want to do the Assassin's Creed. Just fucking beat him off.
Oh, you can try. You can try on your turn. That's all up to you. You can do all sorts of shit. But it's at this moment that, Deity, you hear the pitter-patter of muddy, rushing footprints. And we are going to add the party at the bottom of the rotation. So, you three roll initiative, and we'll see who goes where.
Oh, nice.
Roll 20. That's right. I'm in the lead.
I rolled a 20. Want to re-roll that at champ?
No, he rolled a nat 20.
And I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, I rolled a dirty.
Champ.
That's right, champ.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, wow. You guys all rolled insanely good. Okay. So, Sean, Tira, it is your turn. You see him hanging. You are 30 feet from the opening of the door. There are two people outside peering upwards at Deity. One guy in the
Get him.
balcony nook.
They hurt. They hurt a lot more than normal guys.
They're not everyday
What the
thugs.
hell are you doing? You weren't supposed to engage them yet.
I only thought there was two of them. I can take two. 6 is a bit much. It's when it comes to drinking and fighting, we gotta understand our limits.
Okay, I'm gonna use a new spell I have never used before. It's called Nathair's Mischief.
Oh, okay.
Are there more of
It's
these?
from the Dragon book.
Yes.
Anyways, so I have to roll to see what effect. It's a random effect.
Do you choose a target first?
It's an area of effect, so I'm gonna lay it down right at the door.
Right at the door. Got it.
Right
So
at the
anybody
door.
that comes through the doorway.
It's a 20-foot cube. So I think there's 2 guys in the doorway right now, pretty much.
Yes, and it just barely skirts underneath deity.
Oh, BG. Bad guy 6 entered, right?
There's there's BG 1, 2, deity, 3, 4, 5, 6, Tira,
Oh,
Marcus, and
well, this one isn't that great. Okay.
Here's
So
Marcus and
is
me?
it in-
I'm last?
Yeah. Nat 20,
Nat 20,
20,
30,
19.
So,
What's the point of having
Drops-
a +4 to initiative?
Roll.
What do they do?
Roll
I
with
have
it.
a +4 initiative too.
drops of molasses makes the area difficult terrain until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Goodness, I hope that was like a first level
yep.
spell. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a second one.
I know it was.
The other
Okay.
ones are good
You
though.
should use your boon.
Some of them are really good.
My boon?
Yeah, you don't remember the boon Orn gave you?
It's sick as fuck.
The melodical one?
Oh yeah. Where did I write that down? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Just
Melancholic
remember, you
melody.
are 30 feet away.
Oh yeah, I could do that as a bonus action. I'm 30 feet away, so I'm gonna move 10
So
feet
just put all
up,
of us
right
on
on
the
the
bottom.
border of my molasses effect.
Okay, 20 feet away. Got it. Or 10 feet away.
And I'll play on my pan flute the melancholic melody. Make their hearts fill with woe. So they need to make a wisdom save.
Both of these guys?
Mhm.
Okay, wisdom save. Oh my god, I rolled 2 nat 1s.
Dick.
Oh, nice. So they have disadvantage on attacks and
No
saving
joke.
throws. And, for a minute. I think they could reroll at the end of their turn, or if they're dealt damage by me.
Wow. Yeah, 2 nat 1s. Who'd have fucking thought?
Oh, wow. I didn't read the other part. That's cool. Yeah. So the Nathair's Mischief is also a concentration spell. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll last a minute, and it changes effects and stuff, and I can move it. So it's a pretty cool spell.
Nice.
Anyways,
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Marcus, your turn.
Okay, I assume I can see all 6 of them, right?
No, you
No.
can't see the guys in the barn. There are 3 guys in the barn you cannot see. The guy on the top you can, and then there's 2 guys outside.
Okay, so I can only see 2. So
No, you
3.
can see 3.
I can see 3, but that'd still be a waste of a 3rd level spell. Oh, considering I can hit 6 people with a slow.
Right, yeah, no, you can't see them.
They're already difficult terrain anyway.
No, but
You
slow
can
is
hit.
like they get minus AC, they can only do
Oh.
1 action. Slow is gross. Slow is actually an amazing spell. Especially because it's like an AoE, but you choose. So you don't have to hit your homies.
That's it.
It's a very good spell. I was going to take it, but he already took it besides that.
So that's okay. I had other plans as well.
All right, what are we doing?
Where is it?
Waiting on you.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up. So I'm gonna better than but words. I'm gonna transform. Use my bonus action to transform into a giant elk.
Okay.
Bah.
And
that's a go.
I don't know. An elk could say bah.
and I am going to ram the. If I move at least 20 feet, I can also.
Well, what's your speed? Because
60.
okay, they're 30.
The molasses.
Because
made it
he does have the
difficult terrain.
molasses thing, so it's difficult terrain,
Yeah.
so it halves your speed. So it's going to take
Hold on.
50 feet of movement to get to them. Yeah. Because it would take 40 normally.
Okay.
Add another
For some reason, I thought the elk actually ignored that kind of terrain, but it doesn't. So yeah.
Okay.
It'll be. I can still. It'll hit.
Yeah, there's two guys there that you can hit. One looks like he's been hurt. The other looks perfectly fine.
I'm going to hit the guy. That is wait. The guy who's been hurt or standing upright, right?
Yeah, they're both standing up there, but they're
Okay.
trying to kill deity.
So I'm gonna hit the guy that is perfectly fine.
Okay, roll the hit.
Because he needs to make a strength save.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Assuming
He
that I
has
hit.
disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh, he has.
From
Oh,
the
that's
melancholic
really good
melody.
because he rolled extremely well.
Assuming I hit.
Oh, you have to hit first. Okay, go for it.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Okay, well you do hit.
Oh.
And his strength save was a 20. At
Okay,
disadvantage. Wow.
so
Yeah, he rolled a 22 or a 20.
Damn.
if the creature it is a creature okay, so he remains standing.
But you still nail it.
So okay, so here's what happens though. I hit him. I'm using ram, which is 2d6. Charge, which is another 2d6.
Okay.
Plus, and that's a crit. So
Oh, you rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20
So 24 is the minimum plus your roll.
plus 46.
I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm gonna.
and what's the strength modifier of your thing? Of the elk?
strength modifier of 4.
Okay, so it's 28 plus the dice.
Plus 46. Whoa, all sixes.
1 6.
There was 1 6.
Yeah.
12 plus 2.
So 14 on top of the
28?
damage.
42.
And
Damn,
you know what?
42.
I'm gonna make it radiant damage because
Nice.
I can.
That's cute. Doesn't matter, he's just a dude with knives. Stabbing your homie. So you do 42 total damage.
Damn.
Radiant. I don't know how you ram someone radiant, but you sure
Well,
did.
a druid.
elk.
Every time I hit someone while wild shape, I can change my normal damage to radiant damage.
With Ashrak and the changing his fists to force, and you with the radiant, resistances mean nothing. Got it. Roger.
Is this guy still alive?
Yes, no, he's still alive.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Yes. These guys are not super easy. And, I mean, you just kind of barged in there.
I mean,
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, it is Poppy's turn.
Poppy is afraid for deity hanging from this nook being shot at by bad guys. I don't like that. And goes into a righteous rage.
righteous!
So her, you know the spiel. She gets her mohawk, she bulks up, she gets that ridge, she's ready to go. Let's roll on the wild magic table.
Ooh, yes.
All right.
Got magic. Magic
Seven.
that is wild.
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Double dip.
Only for the enemies.
A lot of
Only for the
difficulty.
enemies.
Wow.
Oh.
So I get flowers that follow me.
And vines. I think the
That's
whole
so fitting
the
for
real
poppies.
part of that is the vines that tangle people's feet, not the flowers.
And the flowers are poppies
Oh, puppies.
and primroses.
Nice.
Okay,
Right.
so, okay.
So I went into rage. Now I'm gonna run up to a dude and smack
There are
him.
two people you can run into. The one that he just rammed, and
Ram.
the guy that he has already previously stabbed.
Oh, that's right. He hit the dude that wasn't
He hit the dude that was not hurt at all.
I was like, damn.
No,
This guy took a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, he would have.
Still-
He would have been dead.
I was
What's
I was trying to
Little
prone him.
hint.
Bonus action.
Yeah, I was
Start
trying to
and,
prone
and
him.
as a bonus action.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Okay.
It says you were
Yeah, I
actually
know.
pointing.
I was pointing
Yeah,
right.
rage.
Like, is this
Okay,
a
so that matches to me because I got 2 attacks. So
Well, yeah, but your second attack is an extra attack, so it doesn't use your bonus action.
okay, that's
The extra attack is part of the attack action.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go
so
get him.
who are you swinging at?
I would first like to finish off the one that he worked for me.
Okay, so you run up to him. What's your movement?
45.
30 and half because of Sean's difficult terrain. Yeah, no, you can get to him.
nice?
5 feet away,
I'm
technically.
also making difficult terrain, and then I would
make your own
like to raise my sword and like, don't mess with my friends. Bring in the pain bow.
This guy's just got like 2 daggers, and he's like, I gotta block this
You
sword.
should reckless it because they
Yeah.
have disadvantage.
I will reckless.
Yes. So, but that does
Nice.
that gives you advantage. It gives them advantage to hit you.
Yeah.
That's over here, right?
And then
Reckless.
they would have disadvantage.
They have-
and they just
They have
reckless.
disadvantage to
Yeah.
hit. Yeah.
It just canceled out. Disadvantage and advantage cancel out. So they would have regular,
Roll it again.
and you take whichever's higher.
What's that one?
It's 8
Oh, okay.
plus
8.
8, so 16.
That is a miss. So he narrowly dodges out of the way.
Oh, but I do graze you.
Oh, you graze. What is
For
that?
For
5?
5.
5?
Strength modifier.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Damn.
a graze, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
5 damage.
You still cut off
Automatically
flesh.
5 damage.
Thematically. This is ridiculous.
Get 'em-
I missed,
I'm
but I
warming
did
up.
5 damage.
No, I don't like you.
Imagine that, a wizard. I got firebolts, and I just miss all the time. I still do 5 damage.
So
I scorched
I
you,
came
but-
in, and now I'm gonna go up.
You do have extra attack. Jesus, even with a miss, she's like.
ADV. ADV.
You still have advantage. You have advantage on all your attacks till the end of your turn.
Whoa, what's that?
What is that? 12 plus 8.
20 is a hit.
Yay!
Now you
Get
don't need to
'em.
graze him.
Now I'll just mess you up. With a 2d6
2d6 plus fucking 5.
plus 5.
Oh boy.
Plus fucking 5.
Plus fuck.
Oh wait, and you're raging.
Oh, plus
Plus
Oh
Two.
yeah, you get extra damage.
It's 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 2 is 12.
Woo! So you slice him and you lop off one of his arms. Oh!
Did you need that?
You can see he's panic is set in. Panic is set in. He's not looking too good.
I could give you a hand if you would like.
He's on the brink of death. It's knocking on the door, and it's knocking loud. The first guy who's standing next to him, he looks over. Holy shit! But he's going to attempt to stab at you, Nikki. He has disadvantage, but he has. Sorry, Poppy. He has disadvantage, but he has advantage, so it cancels out. So he has a regular to hit, and he rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
So you take.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh no, he rolled a nat 20. That would be pointless. Never mind.
So
What kind of damage is it?
you take. It's slashing.
Oh, I'll take half.
Yes. So you take initially you take 12, 18 slashing. So half.
9.
So he slashes at you, and it seems to barely do anything. And
That tickled.
you can see he gets a little wide-eyed. The second guy whose arm is missing is also going to attempt to stab you. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's actually a 24 to hit.
Whoa.
Wow.
And he does have his friend next to him. That's awful. 12 halved. 12 and then have it. Because it's piercing. And then he kind of like bends down to try to like pick up his arm.
Can I? I wish I could step on his arm, so he can't do it.
And it is
Sorry, buddy. Even I can't
Deity's
feel
turn.
that.
So there's a guy right above me. I'm hanging.
Yes, he is literally trying to stab your fingers off.
I think that was
Yeah.
technically
How high are we from the ground?
30 feet up.
30 feet.
Yes.
So that's fall damage. And the guys, the enemies below, they're right below me, or they're a few feet back.
No, they're right below you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do a thing, and you let me know if we can do it or not.
You can always do something.
I want to try and grab this guy and use him as we fall down on top of his buddy.
Okay, roll a grapple check.
So a regular attack,
No, you're trying to grab him. You're not attacking.
but I can attack. And
You can supplement an attack to do that. Yeah, you would have to say, like, I'm going to attack him, but in
Okay.
lieu of the attack.
Then I would like to do
Yes, but remember, you're also hanging, so you're going to have to take one hand off and try to attack him with it. Okay, because you're still hanging off the balcony. Okay, so roll your attack at disadvantage.
Ooh, disadvantage.
Because you're literally, I mean, I don't really, yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be easier if it was like your dagger, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like a quick little thing like that. But you're gonna basically be, instead of attacking, you're gonna essentially like stow your weapon and like attempt to, and then pull him down on top of you guys.
Can I?
Just
I,
like
I
that.
guess instead, can I do the grapple check and use
Yeah.
his momentum against him?
Yeah, you can attempt to just grapple
Okay,
him.
But I'll do that.
And
With
like,
flavor?
but you still have to roll an athletics check. Yes, grapple is athletics.
I will use my last lucky.
I'm athletic.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
have a-
Poppy could grapple a bear.
I have a +8
That
in
is
athletics.
12.
Kygo's the defender, so the guy you're trying to grapple. So you grab his shirt and then he just rips your hand away.
You won't let me do the cool stuff.
All you had to be was a 12. I rolled an 8.
I'm trying to use the acrobatics to push
Oh,
off the wall.
no, grapple checks are always athletics. Unless you're, I think, a monk. I think monks can use, like, acrobatics. Monks are ridiculous. Monks don't even need it. They get 3 attacks every turn. They can just supplement one of the attacks.
Yeah, now with the new
They're
1d.
gross. They're gross for grapplers. Take Tavern Brawler and just beat the crap out of people with armchairs.
Okay.
That does take your action to try to grapple.
Does it also take an action to just fall?
No, you can just let go.
Alright. I would like to do that and have my knee out so that I land on top of this guy.
Okay, roll a dex check. Not a dexterity attack, not a saving throw, a dex check. You're gonna attempt to like aim your body at him.
That's an 11.
Okay, so I'll say that you graze him. You graze him. So he takes half of the fall damage, you take the full fall damage. Okay, and are you aiming towards the guy that's trying to glue his own arm back on, or are you aiming at the guy who...
No, the original guy that's trying to attack him.
Got it. Okay, so you take 7 bludgeoning damage from the fall. He takes half of that.
And then I would just like to use my movement to get out.
Would you like to bonus action disengage then move?
I'm actually going to bonus action dodge
Oh,
instead.
wait, you can bonus action dodge?
I believe that's a part of the things.
I thought it was disengage, hide. Is it dodge? too?
Disengage, hide, and dash.
dash,
It's not
Dash.
Hide.
I was like, oh my god, that's overpowered.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess
You
I'll-
could disengage and run away towards the back side
I'll
of your party.
disengage
You can
and-
go
Okay.
over, so you have enough movement to get out of the difficult terrain to get to Tirith.
Can you, yeah.
I
Get to
I
Tirith so
think
he can heal you.
I'm just gonna go next to.
Well, because Tirith is 10 feet away from his difficult terrain.
That's fine. I think I'm just gonna go next to
Like right next to it.
in between Poppy and Market. That way I can
Well,
still.
they're still okay, but they both are within 5 feet of the bad guys.
That's fine.
So you wouldn't have to. Yeah, you could just maneuver yourself because
Okay.
you kind of fell in between that gap anyway. So you would not leave their range. You wouldn't have to bonus action disengage. You're still in the middle of that pile of mud now.
Could I then bonus action? Stab
Yeah,
him
you could
down?
try to bonus action stab, and because you have an ally within 5 feet of you, you could technically use sneak attack. Who are you swiping at? The guy that you just tried to land on?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's an 18.
that is a hit.
Does it have to be dagger or like offhand or?
No, technically it could be the sword.
I thought it was your off. I thought it
I
was
mean-
your offhand. It's an offhand attack.
Yeah,
as
it's
a
your.
bonus
Yeah,
action.
that's true. It's technically because you have
So
your.
off-
You normally
offhand.
do your sword and your dagger.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
But I do get to add the sneak.
You do get
to
sneak
it.
attack. Because, yeah, you have an ally within 5 feet.
11, 12, 13, and 3 poisons, so that's 16 total.
So you see, once again, you stab him, like, kind of on the hip line area, pull the dagger out, and some more of that, like, greenish glow kind of emanates from him. He appears to be in a pretty bad condition.
I could also use some help. And that's my turn.
Genji, I need you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Seriously,
It's
Arlo,
not looking good.
it's not looking good.
It's really not.
Well, no, he's not in good shape, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Done a lot of damage to him. Yeah. The guy
56
who
damage, Dan.
was originally attempting to shoot arrows at you, he comes out of the side of the barn, and he is going to attempt to shoot at the giant elk. That's a miss, I'm guessing, with the
I
10.
don't really have things I can do to help, do
because
I?
Okay.
Because while wild shape, my AC is 18.
That's some horse. So, the next guy is...
No, it's elk.
There's a
This
lot
is
of
some elk.
shit.
So the next guy who had run out, or he's gonna make his way finally out of the barn after jumping down from the thing, the cart. He's gonna jump down and he's going to attack the elk as well because he's right next to him.
Okay, I love this. Can't wait. To get
24 is a hit.
Ooh, yeah.
10 piercing damage.
Sentinel.
10 piercing damage. Oh yes, you can use your reaction. Are you sure you want to waste your reaction? Because that means you wouldn't be able to use uncanny dodge if one attacks you. Just FYI.
Yep.
Okay.
I forget some of them have disadvantage.
That's
To
okay.
attack.
That's okay. He didn't,
Yes, not these two.
He didn't break my temp HP, so.
I'm just.
That is a 17 to hit.
That is a hit on this guy.
All right.
He appears
So,
to be not
So
very
I have
armed.
a buddy right next to me.
So-
Yes, you actually
I'm
get
your
sneak
buddy.
attack because it is not your turn. Yeah. Wow.
So basically, he stabs me, hits my magical force field. Basically.
Oh, yeah, sure.
8,
Whatever you want to play.
Ha, ha, ha.
13,
Laughs
14,
an elk.
15, 16. That's 21 damage, and I'll gain 3 of it.
One of my languages is elk.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Wow.
Seriously,
Okay,
I'm not
beefcake.
kidding.
Beefcake.
Yeah.
The guy up
Laughs an
top,
elk.
he is going to attempt
Oh.
to shoot at you, Deity, with his arrow.
Hey, stop that. Come down and fight me. Coward.
Barely missed. A 19 is a miss.
Can I push
Dang.
him behind me? Get behind me.
You
Shut
could
up.
attempt to, but on your turn maybe. It is now Tiroth's turn.
Oh,
Now there's a
right.
guy up top plinking arrows.
There's
There's
2 guys still down below.
no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there's 5 guys down below?
Off Legion.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to reposition my Nether's Mischief. I can move it up to 10 feet.
Skirted over, so you could keep 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. You could add 2 more guys in there.
Would it exclude Poppy and Deity and...
No,
Some
you
point.
would have all of them would be in with it. Marcus, Poppy, Deity, Bad Guy 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
You'd hit all of them in this big, because they're like in almost like a a square, like a part of a square and in lines. Next to, all right next to each other. Because you guys weren't like the doors are enormous, like I said.
They have
when they got swung
disadvantage
open.
on saves. 2 of them do.
What's up?
You know what? I'm probably gonna actually just end the concentration on that.
Okay.
I don't want the effect to harm my group. It can do some bad stuff. So I'm gonna end the effect.
Okay.
And then I am going to.
I've ever rolled a 4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do vicious mockery on the guy whose arm is falling off.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom save. I think he has disadvantage still.
Yeah,
from
you're lucky he has
melody.
disadvantage. Yeah, he still does.
Oh.
He rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Oh.
So what's your max damage?
Let's see. At level 6, it is 2d6, so 12.
Okay, so as he's attempting to like put his arm back on, he pauses as you say some slurring words. And he pauses like this, and then both of his eyeballs, one goes down, one goes up, and you see some blood come out of his ear, and he falls to the ground.
Hey,
deceased.
that one's mine.
He appeared to have had some sort of brain aneurysm.
Nice. Alright, cool. That was a cantrip, so with my bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word
Oh,
on,
that's probably why.
Deity.
I was gonna say, I thought we had some healing things over here, but they were just like, nah, he's
No, I
see you.
couldn't reach him. That was the problem.
okay.
I thought we
Healing
were all
word?
next to each other.
But
On his
on
last turn.
my last turn.
3 and 4.
My dog. Time lost.
9. You get 9 health
Nice.
back, buddy.
I'm
I wanna,
at 16.
I
Yeah,
wanna
he was
heal
really
people.
low.
Puppy
I
wants
was down to
heal
4.
people.
And then I am 3 and then 9.
Puppy can run to people.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I need to stab this guy.
Total, he got dealt 51 total damage.
56.
Oh, 56. Oh, for the fall. I
Yeah.
forgot
Out
to include the
of
fall.
60.
Okay. That
All right.
is my
Marcus
my turn.
the elk, what are we doing?
So I need a quick DM ruling.
Milk.
So my
No, I'm just kidding.
my hooves are say a melee weapon at 5 feet, 1 prone creature. Does that mean they have to be prone?
I would assume so if it says
Oh, because you're going to trample them on
targeting
the
one
floor.
prone creature.
I-
Prone creature.
Yeah.
There's no one prone. Well, there is, but he's a body now. He's not alive. I mean, you could just mush the body if you like.
Squish him.
Right. I want one
In the
clarification,
mud.
and I figured that was the case, which means I have no attack. Act as an elk.
Are you sure? There's got to be something.
Ram.
Are you sure?
Ram.
That doesn't sound right. The hooves should be an attack. It doesn't say they make a save to be prone?
No.
It just says one, so it has to target one prone creature?
Yes.
That's it?
But the ram actually does.
That sounds really weird. I don't know what you're looking at.
Just so you know, there's no more
that-
difficult terrain.
that-
So
You know what?
could-
That doesn't matter because I need to transform back anyway.
Okay, what are we doing?
Free
Let's go.
action. I'm going to attempt to cast Healing Spirit. It on top of deity over here.
Healing spirit.
52. So I cast it. My dog appear. My ethereal ghost dog appears in your square and starts licking your wounds. On your once. So long as it's in the same space as you get a 1d6 HP.
Ooh.
It's a concentration.
It's concentration. Unfortunately, I can't and transform because that's a bonus action for me.
But you still have your action, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, what are we doing?
So, the only thing I would use Starry Wisp, but that's a range attack, so I'm just gonna up with my stat.
Roll the hit. Are you hitting the guy that Deity has been inflicting pain on, or some of the other guys?
I'm
There are
gonna
two guys that were attempting to attack you.
I'm gonna keep hitting the guy that I've been attacking.
The one-armed guy, he's dead.
Oh,
Good.
right. So yeah, I'll attack the guy that Deity's been messing
Messing on. Okay.
Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
So
You attempt to bop him, and he just kind of like.
So just so you know, because I transform back, I don't get my wild shape AC. I have a normal AC of 15.
Yes, that's what I have here.
Just letting you know.
All good. Poppy. What are we doing?
It's we're going to Poppy Town. How close is
Puppy
We're going to
town.
no.
Oh
Whoa.
my!
No, I'm bringing the pain bow. How close are all of the?
There are two guys right next to you. One of which has been hell-bent on killing Deity. Another one who took a
Was he a
swing
bitch?
at. Oh. Another one who took a swing at Marcus.
Okay. Well, that doesn't. The daunting roar doesn't really work with the difficult terrain that I have. So I'm just going to. Poppy is going to just bring her sword down on the closest one next to her.
Okay.
Bring in the pain bow.
You can attack recklessly.
I am attacking recklessly.
Well, no, not for me.
Oh.
Oh, no joke.
11 plus 8, 19.
You said the guy closest to you, right?
Yep.
That is a hit.
All right. 2d6 plus 5 plus 2.
There you
6
go.
plus 5 is 11 plus 2 is 13.
Okay. You see he's just barely clinging to life as you slash down basically like through his... He's got like studded leather armor, so it's just decent. But you slice through it for the most part, and you can see now blood running down.
And I'm going to bring the sword back and go for the neck.
Oh!
17.
That is a miss. So as you go for his head, you see as he's cut by your slash,
So
he
I
kind of like leans backwards and
graze his neck.
just barely, just enough to take some
5?
hair off. though.
5
No
damage.
flesh.
Graze.
Oh, that's right.
Got him again.
So you do just barely cut part of his flesh then, but
You start
not enough to
shaving
like
him?
slit the throat. It's just like a little bit of a. And you see he's still alive, just barely.
DM didn't want him to die.
Yeah.
No, I had to help her now.
I know.
She'd have killed him with one more hit.
All right. And then I would like to use a bonus action to keep myself in reach.
Oh yeah, you don't have to because you technically attack.
You attacked
Oh,
it.
I did it.
So you do not have to. Yeah, it's
You're
only
right.
if you don't attack or if someone doesn't hit you.
I was gonna daunting roar, but that just seems really useless with my difficult. terrain.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're already preventing
So-
them from like running away.
Where are you going?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I would run away from you, but the vines are keeping me here.
So Poppy is just gonna like, and then end her turn.
All right, Deity, you're up. What do we got? I believe you get to heal from the
Yes.
prayer. Be sick.
Oh, you're-
Hey, you get 5.
nice. I'm at 21. There's a guy on me?
So my dog.
yes,
just
the
licked-
guy that
just licked your wound.
there is
On me,
two
on me?
on you.
Oh,
Two on you.
I'm going to fuck him up.
The guy that you and Poppy are murdering.
I don't want to touch the guy that is almost dead.
Okay,
That would be a
you're
waste.
gonna get to the next guy. Got
Yep.
it.
I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim.
Okay.
Getting advantage
my kill
on
count.
my attacks. That's a 23.
That is a hit.
Boop.
And this is the guy you've already hit, too. The guy you hit last time. Or...
no,
somebody dealt... No. Who dealt that damage?
Poppy.
Yeah, you. You dealt 21 damage.
Yeah, he attacked someone. I sentineled him. Here is some damage coming his way. Bam. 6, 9, 11, 12 plus 5, 17, and I'll gain 1.
Okay, you stab into his gut and twist the blade and pull the sword out, and he gurgles some blood as he crumbles into the mud.
Oh, he dies?
Yeah, no, you killed him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
17.
Then
Plus the 21 from last turn. That was a lot of damage.
I'm gonna
They don't
use
all have
my-
the same health. Just PT does.
my dagger to fucking finish off the other guy.
Oh, the guy, she just almost, oh.
And I'm trying to come across the neck like she did. 27.
That is a hit.
Can you finish them all?
That is 6 poison.
So as you slash across his throat, he goes, and the blood just begins to squirt from his, in between his fingers.
I'm gonna lean in
So much pressurized.
as he's holding his neck and trying to savor the last few moments. Do not pray to your gods.
He doesn't even, he's like,
I am the only deity that controls your fate. And I rip his hand off.
and it just squirts, it sprays
Yeah.
all over you. Just,
No, I butt it and I'm like, oh, but I did damage to you first.
as soon as that happens, you hear the guy up top, "Oh, boss!"
Oh, boss.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, boss.
It will be. I'm coming for you next.
Wait, which ones of these are dead? Sorry.
Oh, bad guy 1 and bad guy 2 are both dead now.
Okay.
Is there 3 dead?
3, bad guy 5 is also dead.
Sorry, that got fat. All right.
So deity, bad guy 3, bad guy 4, bad guy 6, you guys. So
Yeah.
bad guy 3's turn. He is standing next to Marcus. He's going to attempt to stab at Marcus.
Rude.
That is a miss. Oh, boy, that is awful. Come on. I was doing so good.
I don't have my max
wanted to kill
AP
him.
right
I
now.
I know. I you
get
still
by
only
with
got
a little
15. I
help
didn't
from my
hit you there.
friends.
He rolled pretty low.
Yeah.
The next guy, he is going to drop his bow and run up to you guys. He has this like mace, and he's going to attempt to bash you, Marcus.
Oh,
17 is a hit.
sweet.
You need to make a
sweet.
You need to make
Wait.
a strength.
Wait.
Oh, sorry,
I want to use cutting words.
mother.
Oh, I was gonna stab him.
Ha! 19.
You don't save. I roll.
Oh, damn it! I thought I had to roll
and
again.
Subtract it. I roll and subtract it for cutting words. Oh damn! Subtract 1.
Yes! I still hit. Suck it. Roll a strength save. Ooh. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage.
You need
That's
a
an
plus
11.
to mark.
Okay, so, and he sends your staff flying out of your hand.
As
That's my spell focus.
Oh,
But
you're not
he hit
casting
on
any
his
spells, bitch.
he hit on its attack, correct?
Yes.
Perfect.
He's not within 5 feet of you, though.
I'm within 5 feet of him.
No, you're on the other side of him. In between him and... No, actually, no, you are. Okay,
Yep.
you're in between the elk. I
Yeah.
keep thinking Sean's there.
That's
Tira's not there.
20 to hit.
That is a hit. So he does send your staff 15 feet away.
And
And you need to make a concentration
Sorry.
saving throw.
This,
For your
this
spell.
is no
All right.
longer near you.
is this guy affected by?
Oh, that's just mean.
His
No, the melancholy thing, he casted that on the first 2
Okay.
people that came out, and they're dead.
Yeah,
You guys
they're both
iced them.
dead.
I just wanted to check. Oh my god. 15.
I got a total of 20.
But you're good.
16, 17, 18.
Woo!
23,
Woo!
25 damage. And I will heal 2 of it because 2 is necrotic.
So you slice across his gut, and you open a gaping wound. He's still up, but he's not looking too good. Bad guy number 4. I love that. I love the whole bad guy number 4 thing. I love just bad guy. Calling them bad guys.
My
Bad guy.
Bad guy number 4. His turn. Oh no, that was his turn. Bad guy number 6. He's up on top of the balcony, but you see, you just hear him run away. You're not sure what he's doing, but he ran away somewhere. Tiroth, it is your turn.
Did we hear him
So
run away in the building?
In the building. Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't jump down or anything. He's just
Okay.
like boom, 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 boom. That's all you hear is the thudding of wood.
All right. I'm going to use my pistol, but cast True Strike to aim at the guy that's holding his stomach together. Right.
It's holding his stomach together. Yeah, pretty much.
My innards.
Alrighty.
Just
So True Strike's different now.
It is. They
so much
changed
better,
it.
right?
Yeah.
It's you use your action to what? Give yourself advantage, or if you hit, you deal more damage.
You use your spell casting ability to attack.
So it's charisma for him instead of dex,
That's
which
good.
is
Yeah,
better.
it's a lot. It's better. It adds 2, and then it deals extra radiant damage.
Oh.
Like a d6.
Yeah, D6.
fly like a
So instead of
D6.
giving you advantage on the attack roll,
I
it just
only
use
rolled.
your spell
I only
casting.
rolled a 12 though, unfortunately.
Oh, so you
Whoa.
aim it. The wind is just the rain is coming down. You got some speckle in your eyes. You're attempting to
Speckle in your eye.
How far
He just,
away
like,
is that?
raced
They're still 30 feet. You haven't moved. Oh no, you're 10 feet.
I moved
Sorry.
up a little bit. Yeah.
You're 10 feet
How
away.
far
from
away am I from the nook though?
that was 30 feet up.
Yeah. Well, no. He ran up to you guys, but he's still 10 feet back.
Yeah, I was
You
saying
could
from
run
the
up
ground.
15 feet, and then you'd have to climb up the nook, which you could use tools to climb it, which would make it easier, or you could attempt to like barehand it, which would be more difficult.
What I want to do is use Misty Step to get inside the nook.
Nice.
Oh.
And I can Misty Step 30 feet. So.
Yeah, you can Misty Step up there.
All right, cool.
Or you can
I'll
move
run
up a little bit and
15
then
feet and Misty
So
Step
you
up there.
see, as you get up to the top of this, that he is sliding down the ladder on the other side of this building. And it appears he's booking it towards something. You're not sure what, but it's like this stack of hay in the bottom right corner of this.
Inside the building.
Yeah, inside. It's like this stack of hay he's booking it towards.
Okay.
Ooh, treasure?
Probably escape route.
Marcus, it is your turn. You have 2 people next to you. One who's holding his innards together with his fingers.
And they get and I will give them both an attack of opportunity because I'm going to get my staff.
Okay, cool. That's not good. Two 20s.
Ooh.
Natural?
Yep. No, not natural. Two
It's
dirty
like-
20s. I'll say nat 20s. 2 20s. Okay, that's not too bad. So you take 7 and 11 damage.
I do-
Flashing. They're
I
going to
do
use their
something about
reactions
it,
to
but
attack at you.
I'm only so fast. You know?
Do I get to attack if they...
No,
You
unless
don't
you
have
have Sentinel.
Sentinel's really good.
Sentinel's great if you're like
I'm not a
in the
fighter.
crowd with friends.
It's not even about being a fighter. For me, it
just need to
procs
beat-
sneak attack.
Yeah.
I think I gave everybody Sentinel in Baldur's Gate 3.
It's a great feat.
it was-
As long as you're like in combat with the buddy.
Yeah.
You need to be with the buddy though, which is really dependent for a rogue.
There's your staff.
Okay.
Rogues are
so-
better with people anyway.
So I'm going to pick up my staff. That's an interactive
You,
object.
did you roll your? You need 2 concentration
Oh,
checks.
right.
The first one has to be a 10 or higher, and the second one has to be 10 or higher, or 11 or higher.
Well, so long as I don't roll one, I pass every time.
Balls! It's that good?
I have a plus 9 con.
Damn.
Good.
It's ridiculous.
You got to deal upwards of 20 damage to make him try and
Not these
roll.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What are
Yeah.
you doing now?
They only were
So,
fucking me up
yeah.
because there's a lot of them.
So yeah, I didn't roll a natural 1.
Okay, what are we doing? You pick up your staff, which is interacting with us.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to transform into a bear.
Okay.
And specifically a cave bear.
Cave bear. Okay, turn into a cave bear. Poppy, you're up.
And I'm going to...
Oh, Poppy.
You're gonna move back. Well, so you had to run 15 feet, so you have 15 less movement, whatever that is.
Top is gonna.
So
If you're gonna,
yeah,
run back into it,
K-Bear still has 30 feet of movement.
so you move 15 feet back. You're good. Back in
Poppy
the
is
frame.
gonna give the one who's distracted, holding his guts, another gaping hole.
Another wall.
Roll the hit. Roll a nat one.
Yeah.
Darn it! I already used their reactions.
Oh,
I graze.
5 damage.
She still does 5 damage. Son of a bitch.
And then I
Even
attack him
on
again.
that one.
That's so much damage.
For missing.
I'm reckless attacking, by the way. Yeah. 16 and 13 plus 8.
24 is a hit, and you literally can't deal less than half damage. So, or less than 5 damage. Sorry. So as you miss the first time, you kind of like scrape him on the side, and he's like trying to hold his guts in, and he kind of leans back, and you kind of see the blood and stuff. And then you come back with your second blow, and you just finish off the cut through the gut, and you cleave him in two.
Oh.
He just does one of these. Yeah.
He just kind of slides off,
Hey,
and his
buddy.
legs stand there for a second, and then they go.
What's got you down? You need a little pick me up?
And then there was one.
That was bad guy 3, 4,
Bad guy 3.
and 4 and 6 are still alive.
6 is still alive, 4 is still alive, but 6 is running.
This is
Running.
running.
It is Deity's turn. 4 is
Not for
still in
long.
front of you.
4 is on me.
Yes. Well, he's
And
on. He's technically on all three. You guys have basically surrounded him.
You also get 2 extra health.
Hey, I'll take it. Back up 26, baby. All right. I think they've got it handled. I'm just going to use my movement to get inside the building. I'll make sure no one leaves.
Okay. So you move into the building. You see.
He can have his attack of opportunity. I think he used his.
Well,
reaction.
technically we're top of the order, so
Oh, okay,
he could
yeah.
if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Which he's going to.
Sounds good.
That's why the fuck not. Probably gonna die. Damn it, he missed.
All right.
19 is missed.
Woo. So I move inside. I'm gonna. Do I know that Tira Missy stepped up?
Yeah, you've seen him.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are no exits, so wherever he's going, it has to be something secretive. Do I see this dude coming?
You watch as he kind of like ran towards the back behind the carts. So you're not really sure what's back there from where you are right now in the front.
Okay. So I have 70 feet of movement.
Yeah, you'll have to pick a direction to go to see where he went. Because there's the 2 carts occupy a pretty. They're all like they're big carts, and
I'm
they're
gonna
like
go
20.
towards the far left.
Okay, so you head that way. All right, so as you head towards the left, you see that he's booked it all the way to the back right corner. So you see him in there, and he's rummaging into this haystack.
How far away is he from you? Right
He's about 60 feet now. By the time
60
you,
feet?
yeah.
I would like to use my bonus action to dash
Okay,
up to him.
so you dash right next to him.
Hey.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh!
And
He's surprised that you're there.
I stab him.
Okay, roll the hit. Yeah, stab at him. But you don't get sneak attack.
Nope, but I do get 19.
19 is a hit.
Here is D6 and D4. That is still 14 damage.
Damn.
4 of which necrotic. And I will heal for 4.
Very good. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, bad guy 4.
Did it look like he was rummaging through things?
Like
or
he's
he
looking
trying
for
to
something.
Find an
He's looking like he's looking for something.
Okay.
Like treasure.
Who knows? Who knows? Bad guy number 4. He's unscathed, but he is going to attempt to attack. Well, he's gone now. So he is going to attempt to attack the giant bear that just ran up to him. Holy fuck! That is a 27.
Almost still
Hey.
Almost a crit. Wrong dice.
fair.
So he hits you with the main. Ooh, he hits you. He does 16 bludgeoning damage. You need to make
Ow.
a strength save.
Ooh, strength save.
He just wallops you right in the gut.
He gets through my temp health.
Damn. Yeah, that's a beefy mace.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yep. Sorry.
We have strength save.
16 plus. 21.
Okay, you saved. So you notice there's just like this monstrous impact as it hits you, almost like this force behind it. And it is bad guy number 6's turn. So as he's rummaging through,
He's still rummaging?
well, he rummaged.
Yeah,
He's been rummaging.
I stabbed and then
He stabbed him, but he's still got his hands like in there because he kind of like popped up on him. He pulls out this strange-looking vial, and before you know it, he grabs it and he drinks it and disappears.
Aren't you right on him? Didn't you just stab him?
Yes,
I did.
but now he can't see him. He disappeared from
His
his.
blood's invisible?
I have blind sight.
That's great. That's awesome. Okay, so wait, why is life and okay, okay. So as you are standing next to him and he disappears for a brief second, you notice the hay next to you kind of ruffles for a second, and then you can hear the footsteps recede.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
I mean, how does that work with us?
Well,
the blind sight technically
I
is.
think you could still technically make an attack of opportunity.
that's the good thing about blind sight. You don't have to see.
Yes,
To
That's a
believe.
23.
that is a hit.
Also not sneak attack.
Unfortunately,
That's okay. That is not so good. That is 8 damage. One of which is necrotic.
okay. And then at that point, the footsteps recede to the point where you can't see blind sight. See where they went. I had him roll a stealth check. So he doesn't attack. That's his turn. He's drinking the thing in the.
Does anyone have any flour?
Tira, it is your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run up my 30 feet towards Deity.
And you've seen
this
what
guy.
just transpired there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shout to him. Which direction did he go?
I would like to relay the direction.
Yeah, you can kind of tell him
Like a general.
where
direction.
you last
Where I
seen
last
where he or
stabbed him.
yeah, like stealth, blindsight, whatever you.
Okay,
and
cool.
it's just basically like directly behind Deity. So the
Okay,
direction
so-
he's technically pointing now.
All right. In that direction, 30 feet in front of Deity, I'm going to cast.
30 feet?
Um,
I mean, it's
yeah.
up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that this guy runs probably close to our speed, so. But this is an area of effect spell. That's a 15-foot. 20-foot cube, sorry.
20 foot. cube.
So I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nice.
So he needs to make a save, deck save.
I want you to roll a D100 for me as you go to cast this.
Even with all my careful planning. Hate rolling D100s. Too big of a thing. Oh well, crap.
You never know which side is
I rolled
the
double
good side.
zeros, so that's great. Oh, triple zeros. What does that mean? 0?
100. Oh,
No,
wait.
no.
Yeah.
Triple
Sorry.
zeros is 10.
10. Okay,
Oh, that's
so
10.
as you cast the fairy fire, nothing lights up. Well, you had to make a guess, honestly, to begin with, because you didn't know like what kind of a character this guy really is, because he hasn't really been in the combat in a large part, so you don't really know like judgment-wise what he's capable of. But I gave a couple of
Darn, that
hints
was a
as
really
we went
good
through
attempt
a
here.
little bit. especially the last turn with what he was capable of doing.
What'd you
So-
do?
Drank the potion,
Well, you
snuck
can,
away,
you can see.
but now that you know the fairy fire didn't hit him based on where Sean casted it because of the range, you might be able to tell a little bit about what kind of a character, what this guy's capable of.
yeah, you
So there's
Like
not
a
much more I can
class-oriented
do.
sense.
What I'd like to do is give a bardic inspiration die to deity.
Okay.
yeah, you
Marcus?
you should be able to see it because it's all like sparkly.
Well, yeah, he can see the fairy fire. He's
Yeah,
right next to the fairy
That
fire.
doesn't mean I know what it is. I was just like, what'd you do? Because like
Well,
normally
nothing lights
people
up.
light
Nothing
up.
People light up.
So.
Exactly.
All right. So
Come on, I'm playing the game.
oh, sorry.
Character. No, I'm just kidding.
What are we doing?
All right. So first I'm gonna shout out. We have to take at least one of them alive.
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, I forgot to shout that to deity. I forgot.
A little late. There's 4 that are dead. Now you want one alive?
No,
Including the boss.
Let's do it on this last one.
Including the boss man. You guys didn't even fucking care when it came to the boss man.
We didn't know who-
Now let's ice him.
We didn't know who was who.
Yeah,
there was
we
no
just-
conversation.
Bad
that took
guys.
place.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it.
You
All right.
can't delineate nothing except for the guy who holds the conversation.
Yep.
I gave clues to deity. It just
and
so
he-
happens that he wanted to murder them all.
And he also didn't tell us. So
Yeah.
That
you
doesn't
didn't
sound
tell
like
us.
a
also-
DM problem.
You also didn't ask.
hey, I'm not saying it's a DM problem. I'm just saying I'm playing the game.
It's a deity problem.
Now you can
What?
you can figure your own shit out. What are we doing, Marcus? Come on.
All right,
let's
so-
go.
So I'm gonna
Have to go
I'm gonna
to
bite this guy.
Management.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
This doesn't help.
Alright.
You're barbarian.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice. Very good. That's
Nice.
2 crits for the.
At least someone's rolling good.
Okay.
So D10 plus 5.
So 15 is your base. Roll another d10 and add to it.
And that's an 8. 8 on the dot.
3. Whew. Woo! So you bite him like right in the shoulder and take a chunk of flesh out
Ow.
and armor, like studded leather armor.
And then I'm gonna smack him with my bear claw.
Then a bear slap instead of a bitch slap. Bear slap.
How bloody is he? Is he?
You just took a chunk out of his shoulder. So
Fairly bloody.
do with that what you will.
So I'm gonna go non-lethal damage with this one.
Okay. What do we say? Disadvantage
I believe so.
on non-lethals?
I thought it was just half damage.
Yeah, I thought it was
Half damage? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the hit.
So that's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit. Paw damage.
That's 2d6.
Paw's nasty. Man, if you'd have got a crit on that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? No,
I'm just gonna kill him.
I'm gonna instead of dealing damage, the cave bear can grapple the target, escape 8 DC 15. Just by hitting it.
Oh, okay. So you grapple him after you took a chunk out of his shoulder. Puffy, your turn.
All right.
She's gonna kill him.
I'm
He
gonna.
just lops his head off now that he can't move his shoulders. Just
Nobody told me not to kill him.
bye.
No, I shouted we need to take at least one of them alive.
Yep,
Is
Marcus
that the
did
one
shout
you're
it.
gonna keep alive?
He's the only one on next to us.
This is true. There's only 2 left.
I saunter off to the barn. Okay.
Just like that.
What are you guys doing? So you see Tyroth up above, and he just like and you see this like glistening area.
Stay near the doorway. He can't get out otherwise.
Well, the doors are wide open.
Oh.
Remember, it's an enormous doorway.
Yeah.
The one guy came out and was like,
Oh, it's like the full barn doors.
"Yeah."
Okay.
They're all pushed open after you.
Okay.
Be as large as possible.
She just goes. No, you don't have to hold your breath.
Just
What do we got, Poppy?
I mean, I could let out a daunting roar.
Oh, if he's within that range.
Oh, Tira, how fast away? I totally forgot I just got bolstering magic, so I
What's
can
that
help
do?
people.
Oh.
It's for 10 minutes. This creature can roll a d4 whenever making an attack roll or an
Whoa.
ability check, then add that number rolled to a d20 roll. Or roll a d4, creature regains 1 expended spell slot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go ham.
So I can
some
bolster
juice.
myself or a companion, which I think is cool. Well then, I'm like, so what's going on here? You want me to stand in the door? That's a pretty way to do
Apparently.
it.
He took an invisibility potion.
Pretty good inference there.
Yep.
I stabbed
see.
him when he went away, but that's about it.
I will pull out my sword and try to fill up as much space.
As you level it out, all you hear is da, 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 da. Wait, what?
And then I want to react if I feel anybody cross my path to just
Okay,
attack it.
I will give you the opportunity here. Roll a perception check. Because
Awesome.
you are attempting to feel, hear, see, smell, taste
Perception.
anybody walking by you.
I have a pretty good
Is
perception.
there a lot of
Taste the
hay on the
smell of
ground?
them.
Okay, that rolled out, but that would be a 14.
Okay, so as you're standing there, you're just kind of waiting to see if you feel or hear anything or smell anything or taste anything. All right, Deity, it is your turn.
All right. Is there a lot of hay on the ground?
Well, I mean, there's a big stack next to you, so there's some
I mean, like-
straw about.
You just
Not
throw
like,
it.
I mean, you could grab a big pile of hay. It's wet and old. There's a lot of dirt and mud in it, too.
Good. Scattered around.
Just go for the attack. You know, in the direction I went, he's not there, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
So down the right side of the barn.
Yeah. And,
Okay. And you're going to try to...
He's got the black
see
sense.
him.
I just kind of want to do something a little different. This tinderbox. I'd like to ignite the hay that's on that.
Oh, the pile in front of you? The big stack in front of you?
If there is one on the right side.
Oh,
the barn.
no, but there's like straw kind of like strewn about. Because it's like this hay was abruptly put into a pile and just left. But
You're gonna light the whole thing. on
probably
fire.
been rummaged through.
I mean, if he wants to be a bitch and hide.
He doesn't want to die, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, don't
Trying to
do that.
bail so he doesn't fucking get killed or eaten by a giant bear or
And bail the
giant
hay.
poppy.
But
Poppy's
first,
hungry.
I smell dinner.
I'm gonna. You have one chance to make it out of here alive.
Gonna try to reason with him.
If you decide to cower and hide, then you'll be burnt to a crisp.
Ooh.
As I pull out my tinderbox.
Okay.
Is there any?
You hear nothing except for the clamor outside because there's still a giant bear that's holding onto a dude. You hear the guy struggling and you hear...
All right. Well, I'm going to ignite the tinderbox and.
Okay, so it is wet. Roll a survival check for me.
Okay.
Because it is wet. So you're going to have to try to like light the wet straw. Find some dryish stuff, like dry it off.
I'm wet.
Okay, so you managed to light it. This little like puff of straw and then you toss it into the rest of it. And it's going to take a little while for it to go.
Yeah.
But you do see that it does catch.
Awesome.
It catches in this pile of straw. And it's going to go up. And it's going to go up big. Because there's a lot of straw.
I can make this much worse for you, as I have my flask of oil on my leg.
My. Forget
and
Tirat's still in here.
Yeah, he can get out
I'm
real
worried
quick.
about something else too.
Same here.
And I'm going to move towards the other. It's a 10-foot barn door, like 10-foot wide barn.
No, like 20. It's
20?
enormous. The doors would like swing to 10 feet
Okay.
because it's enormous. It's got to fit both. Like both the carts came in
Yeah,
next to each other, and they're both like 10 feet wide. That's a wide ass building. It's a huge barn, very tall.
I'm going to split the difference between Poppy and the other side of the door and just stand in the doorway.
Oh, and like next to her.
Yeah.
Kind of do what she's doing.
When,
Okay.
When that person
Yeah.
gets into my area, I will be able to.
You'll be able, yeah, because
Yeah.
you got a radius. Okay.
It will not take long before you perish in this barn. Do not let this be your resting place.
He doesn't joke.
The barn is about to go up. Okay. And now we wait. That guy 4. He's just got the bear grappling. I mean, he's going to try to get out.
DC 15.
He rolled a 24. Is that his action to get out?
It just says escape DC 15.
Cool. Now he's going to try to stab you. Die, bear. Wow, dude, this is a really good dice. That's another 24 to hit. I need you to make a strength save as you take 14 bludgeoning. I like this die.
That's a 20.
Okay, you
23.
save easily. Then make your
How much damage was that again?
14, and you need to make your con save for the prayer of healing. If that's still going on. I don't know, he left.
Oh yeah, I left.
He left the radius, but
Oh yeah, I forgot to move that. That's
That's okay. That's
still have to make your con save. And bad guy 6. You guys don't hear or see anything. Tiroth, it is your turn. You do see now the haystack is about to go.
How
Yeah, gotcha.
how big is it right now?
The haystack? The stack of hay itself is like 10 feet tall, but it's much wider.
Like, as I can use prestidigitation to snuff a light.
Oh, if
I
you
don't
wanted
know.
to snuff the fire out, it would have to be this moment, or it will. Because
Okay.
it's within the
I know you
same
had a
6
plan,
seconds
deity.
as deity lit.
I knew you had. I know you had a plan, deity,
That's okay.
but
Do your
we
thing.
gotta recover.
Yeah.
Bud's
I was gonna say,
stolen
okay, I'm
goods.
glad you still thought of that. I was like, okay, you guys do realize
Fish
there's
out.
still the
Wait,
donkey,
Bud's-
and if
Bud's
you light
stolen
this
goods.
place on fire, not much
Yeah,
is
I-
going to survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast prestidigitation.
Are you having
To,
fireball moments all over?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Snuff-
very good.
snuff the
Wow, I got
light.
worried there for a second. I was
yeah,
like,
same here.
I guess they're gonna go after Bud. So we stop the bad guys, but
Out a couple of
okay.
asses.
your
And
donkey's dead,
then
so he's
I'm going to. I'm still on the second floor,
yeah.
right?
You're up above where the ladder is.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna rush back to the nook, and well, I'm gonna kind of see what's going down there. I assume I'm really looking to see if I see signs of the invisible guy, but I
Well,
don't think I
as
do.
you run to the nook, you do see there is a rope and a hook attached to it on the inside. The rope leads outside of the barn, but you do see a hook where you previously came up. That wasn't there before, and the rope
well,
is dangling outside of the
Okay,
opening.
I'm gonna shout. He went out the window.
Okay.
Well, there's not much I can do about it because I already used my action. So instead, I am going to give a bardic inspiration to Marcus.
All right, Marcus,
That's
it's
all
your
I can
turn.
do, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm going to attack him with my eye claw.
Are we still dealing non-lethal?
I'm gonna. If I succeed, I'm just gonna grapple him again.
Oh, okay.
So that's a dirty 20.
That's a hit. Okay, so you grapple.
Where you going, buddy?
Oh, talking bear. What the fuck?
Hey, boo boo.
And then I'm going to bite him, but
Oh! Well, you have advantage to hit because you're grappling him.
the bear has advantage on attack rolls against any creature grappled by
numb
it.
on him
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
with no teeth.
He nubs on him.
But I am going non-lethal.
Why don't
Roll
you
to
just
hit.
like stick your snout in his open wound?
Oh, I love cuddling with blood.
That's a 19.
That's a hit. And non-lethal, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Roll damage.
Half of 13.
7. 6. So you, like, kind of gnatch into his previous wound. Oh, Jesus.
Just sever his spinal cord already. So he's
Just
stop-
give
stop
up
moving.
already.
Fine, just stop being, don't eat me. You can tell he doesn't want to be eaten.
Oh.
Num, num, num.
I feel like that's a mutual feeling.
So, Poppy, what are you doing?
I am.
As the
running-
guy drops his mace.
I'm running out
Blink.
the barn,
Mhm.
and I want to see if I can. It's muddy, right? I wanna see-
It's muddy and rainy.
I want to see if there's footprints being made, like a fall.
Roll a survival check at disadvantage.
But I have a plus to survival because I'm raging.
Oh, cool. You can add your plus. You just don't, unless
It's
it's
this one.
you don't roll at disadvantage.
I roll strength for it. My strength for it.
What the-
I don't know. How does that even work? I strength track people?
While your rage is active, you can channel primal power to attempt certain tasks. Whenever you make an ability check using one of the following skills, you can make it a strength check, even if it normally uses a different ability.
Okay, so what is-
acrobatic,
do you-
intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival.
And I chose
and you have survival as a skill.
Yeah.
So you had strength mod plus skill proficiency. But
She actually can do all of them.
yeah,
But
but you
yeah.
still roll a disadvantage. It just gives you a bump, which is still pretty cool. So you have what, a +8 to survival when raging? Jesus Lord.
Damn.
Fuck me.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, you have disadvantage though, because it's raining like a motherfucker.
18.
Okay, so you see what looks like a couple pieces of straw that were probably clinging to someone's clothing, heading down the street that you came from.
Okay.
You're not sure. You don't see footprints though. They don't stick long enough in the mud. If someone is walking or running down the road, they're probably doing it in a way that is light on their feet.
He's gone too far.
That would be
Let's
how I
just-
describe it.
Just let him go. There's no way we're gonna find him now.
Nothing's too far for me.
I would like to shoot.
What are you gonna shoot?
No, just throw my hand axe down.
You can.
I'm gonna try to just throw my hand axe down where I think he might be.
Okay, roll to hit at disadvantage.
I'll do it.
Nah.
No, that doesn't do it.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be really hard. Okay.
Yeah, she rolled a 5.
At this point, combat is over. The guy has surrendered. We're at the top of the rotation. So, you have him grappled. He's dropped his weapon. He's got a big, giant, gaping hole in his shoulder. What is it you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna go rummage through the stuff that dude was rummaging through.
Oh, the haystack?
Yeah.
So
It
as
seemed
you-
like secret treasures.
As you go through the haystack, you do find a small, like, cash box.
Okay.
And it appears to be all assorted pieces of gold.
Okay.
In total, there's about 75.
We're just. I'm just making sure there's no
Oh, yes.
notes or
No, there
hidden
appears to be an empty
passageways.
stack in there, and you can make the assumption that he probably pulled that potion
Yeah.
from there. It's like a little getaway stash.
Yeah, I was just going for notes, passageways. I don't really
Nope.
care about
No,
a
no
miser
secret
and stuff.
passageways out here. No, they're not quite that clever. And now they also probably did not think a
don't
group
know
of people
about-
like you would be
A
tracking
barn that
them.
would have a secret passageway.
The carts do appear to have all their goods still intact, but you do see a small scrawled note that appears to be like it's counting.
Okay.
So they were counting what they had.
Inventory?
Yeah, they were taking inventory of what loot they got from Bud
Oh,
and
cool.
probably other people. Like I said, there's 2 carts. One does not have anyone. It doesn't have like an animal drawing
So
it.
can
though.
we match up with what the guy said was missing with one of these carts?
Oh, probably. You could probably take both carts back
Yeah.
to Bud, and then he could tell you exactly, or maybe tell you where that other cart might have come from. Who knows how long that cart's been there? You can tell that the one with the donkey is clearly Bud's.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the live person?
Okay, so
There, man.
first of all, I'm gonna because it's a bonus action. I'm gonna be moving my healing spirit to me and start healing myself.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, and he's just sitting there terrified, hoping not to die.
and so to ensure that I have his full attention, I'm gonna wrestle him to the ground.
Okay, so yeah, you can pretty much pull him down, and he's in the mud, and just rain is pitter-pattering on his face, so he's kind of squinting his eyes up at you.
And,
Who the hell are you guys?
and I'm gonna get like in his face with a snarl.
Your breath smells really bad.
I'm a bear. What do you expect?
Who are you guys?
We're the 18.
Wait a minute. I know that guy. And he kind of like gestures towards Tirith. I know that guy. This is a famous bard guy. What are these? Your muscle? What are you? Some sort of vigilante?
Hey, shut up over there. We're asking the questions.
Okay, my bad. Just don't let the
Yeah.
bear eat me, please.
The bear is the least of your.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks pretty
As
hungry.
I flex. The least of your
yes, he's been starved for many days now.
What the hell do you want?
Well, first of all,
We're
where
asking the questions.
where were you planning to deliver all this stuff?
To the boss, Mr. Butcher,
If you
But
give
We know who, where.
in the city.
Wow.
Do you need me to take care of this? This is my specialty.
I'm telling you everything you want to know.
Were you
Where were you physically planning to take this cart?
building?
Oh,
Give us an address.
you want an address? I mean, I could give you one of the stash houses. That's where we take them. We take them to the stash houses. But there's a lot more of us there than y'all can deal with.
All right.
That'll be
Bill's
fine.
got an army in the city.
You are in a very precarious situation.
Your
Okay,
answers
I
make
told
sure
you,
with
it-
your-
it's-
Jokes.
It's in the city. I'm not making a
With
joke.
your
I'm just
life.
being honest, telling you the truth. Bill's a
All
powerful
right.
man. Mr. Butcher, I mean,
How hard did you hit him?
the
This
bear
seems
is
kind of
scary,
stupid.
but I mean, Bill is more scary. He chops you up and gives you to your family. He's a monster.
Well, I did give him a concussion. So.
I want to start tying his feet together.
Okay.
Very well.
Tying his
Oh,
shoes together.
I assume Mr. Butcher has some ships that he uses to transport his goods.
Yeah, after the stash houses. Sends them all over the place.
Do you know which ships those are?
Down on the dock, they got the brown flags.
This is
You
going to
don't?
be a
Okay.
very bumpy ride for you.
He's just gesturing down, like, down the street, like,
Brown,
I thought everybody knew. Nobody messes with Mr. Butcher's ships.
Yeah, we're not out from town.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, look, like, do what you want. I mean, I'm not gonna stop
Listen
you.
here. This is your only chance. Your days of working for the butcher are done.
Yeah, no, nah, clean. I don't. He don't pay this much. I ain't getting eaten by no bear.
We see you again. Our friends here, my friends here, will kill you like we did the rest of your friends.
I kind of want to.
He kind of looks over at his buddy. One got cleaved in
Yeah.
half. The other's got his throat slit. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll take first ship out of town. No problem.
I want to lean into him and be like, "Hey, have you seen any more people like me?"
Yeah.
No, not
Seen
really.
any cat people?
I mean, up north, maybe in the town. That
So
whole
that-
village of you.
Let's
People.
rephrase the question. Have there been any live cargo been shipping through town?
Oh, loads.
I have a question.
But, like I said, they go through one of the stash houses.
Hey, what is this organization that has a skeletal dragon in a circle
I don't know what you're talking
as
about.
their symbol?
Does he look like he recognizes?
No,
just a
he's just
little
terrified of
bug.
the bear in his face. And
And
me.
it's just a little
Yeah,
bug.
he's just worried about getting eaten at this point.
You understand my question,
Have you
right?
have you ever made packages or deliveries to a man named Titus?
Titus.
He owns like a zoo.
I mean, Mr. Butcher might. He does business with all sorts of people, but not me.
This one.
Personally, I just worked for. He gestures towards the guy whose throat you slit. I just worked for him. He paid me. We work for Mr. Butcher. I do the carts. I take them here. Someone comes, picks them up. They go somewhere else. Somewhere in the city. I don't know anything
kept the
besides
wrong
that.
person alive.
We just run this village here and make sure that nobody steps out of line. That's it.
I say we give him back to Bud and see what Bud wants to do with him.
I agree.
The fuck is Bud? Is this another bear friend of yours?
Your time speaking is done.
They can deal with justice.
I don't think that would be why.
You would rather
Yeah,
him just roam
I
free?
agree. I don't want any connection
I
to
know. I
Bud
think
that already there
the
is.
anonymity of our friend would be of a higher priority.
So we just
I don't want.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
I don't want to
Just
kill him.
He's like, wait,
let him
what?
go. He gets one more chance.
What?
I don't know about that. I would rather give him to either the village or the shipping docks or Bud before
Well,
letting him run free.
I want to lean over to Tura,
Look.
and I was just like, if you want to let him run free, and I'm like whispering to him, is there some kind of spell you can use to track him?
No, not that I have.
Can we put one of our sending stones on him? Will that track him?
No, unless you have a way to
I
track
think
the
that
sending
only
stone.
allows you to talk to them. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we make him? I want to threaten
I mean,
him
he's
to be
pretty
a double
intimidated
agent.
right now. There's a bear about to eat his face.
What if we make him a double agent?
Well, you
I
did
thought
just.
about that, but
I was gonna say he
he's
told him
too
to
af-
leave the butcher's service and never come back.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's too afraid of the butcher. I know he's afraid of us right now, but he's too afraid of the butcher. He said already that
There's a lot of factors
the butcher
to think
cuts
about.
up.
There's a good
You
chance that,
sent
at
you the
the,
frog.
that because we disrupted this, all witnesses are gonna die.
Maybe.
it's true too. But if he can get out, whatever, he can get out.
If not, then Mr. Butcher will.
And unfortunately, one person's already going back to the butcher and telling him
Potentially.
about us anyways.
Or maybe he's
So,
dipping too.
I say we take the goods. First, are there any goods?
In the pockets of the guys?
Hidden secret
Yeah,
goods
they
in this place?
in all the pockets of the guys, they all have like 15 gold pieces.
We'll add it to the pot. Make it a solid 90. Do they have any notes?
They just have what appears to be they're like orders, but it's more
But
just
can we,
like
check the boss's body. Does he
yeah,
have
he's the one that
anything?
has the papers, and the papers
Okay.
are essentially just deliveries every night, midnight at this barn, this shack. They're to deliver it and leave. every night at midnight. And they have to have a certain amount of goods, equivalent to 100 gold pieces every time, every day. So you can imagine how much they've caused chaos around this poor fishing village, how much stuff they have to take every single day. Under threat of penalty from Mr. Butcher. And there's a stamp on there with a giant, like it's an ink sealed stamp, like with a big giant B.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him one more thing before we let him go. Be like, listen, my friends here, they want to kill you. I'm trying to keep you alive. So, why don't you do me a favor and tell me about your secret stash that you probably have here, as we can tell by your friend with the invisibility potion.
Wait, what?
Could really help us.
He took the potion?
I'm gonna use friends on him.
Okay. Okay.
So he's gonna make a.
I believe it's wisdom.
I think a wisdom save. Yeah, I don't have it written down for some reason. That's weird.
I thought it was charisma save.
Well, he got a 15. On if it's a wisdom save, he got a 15.
That's a fail.
Okay.
So he's charmed by me, I guess.
I mean,
I guess I would get advantage.
Yeah. So roll a persuasion.
You're that fancy bard. He knows you.
These are the droids you're looking for.
Nat 20.
Okay, so he appears surprised when you mention that his buddy ran off with the invisibility potion. This son of a bitch, he was supposed to share that, and then we all make the escape. Fucking asshole. That is our stash. There's a lockbox in there with some gold in it that we took from some folks. We would keep it on the DL so the boss man didn't know, and then, keep a little for ourselves.
There's no other place?
No, this is where we go. I mean,
And
we gotta
decide-
leave for a little while at midnight every day, but we use that to go get stuff from the village.
Alright. I say we let him go. We bring the goods back to Bud and we get on our way.
Alright, I get off him.
We see you again, though.
I'm.
Especially
Yeah, but
has
with
it-
the
where?
butcher.
Never see me again.
He has his legs tied still.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna also tie his arms together. And we're
Make
gonna
him
leave him like
hobble.
that.
Oh, son of a bitch!
If you can make it out and make it alive, that is your own doing.
Okay, as you guys make your way out of the barn with the carts.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to do that, but I also want to grab that mace that.
the
Milton
big
was
fat
being
mace?
Whacked with. Yeah, because I feel like it might have been magical or something. Because he always.
It was doing a
There
lot.
was always that.
well, it's a
force
morning
behind
star.
it.
It's less of a mace. It's like a morning star. It's enormous.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big ass fucking
I
mace.
don't know. Maybe it's
Okay, so you
magical.
take it
I'm
with
just
you. You can
gonna
write that
grab
down. And as you guys take the carts and head towards Bud, you see he's not he isn't able to undo the knots right away, so he's inchworming away in the mud.
Only 3 more days.
How much gold was in the secret stash and?
90.
He already wrote that. He already got that one. He got the stash for the box.
Yeah.
And you guys can
Oh.
decide what to do with that, what you would like.
75 and 90.
Yes.
Well, yeah. It's a total of 90. I figured we just add it to all of the caravan stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
still
Okay.
have it.
Well, while you guys decide that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we are back as the party has rescued Bud's ass and his cart. So, we're going to pick up with the party having trudged through the rain and the mud. As you arrive, the rain has finally let up. It's still quite muddy out, but you arrive back at the little shack that you guys were staying
I'm
in.
gonna do one of those animal shakes.
Yeah.
And then I go poof. Poppy really doesn't like getting wet at all.
Oh, well, you are also going on the water. But...
How long did you say?
Oh, it took you about an hour to get back.
Okay, so.
About an hour to get back.
I'm gonna say.
Because you had to walk a couple miles.
So.
That damn
what?
ass has the
Poppy,
The ass
carried
does have a cleft foot.
deity as an
left
umbrella.
butt. There you go.
Yes. Deity with his little, he's got his little tiny hat still on, so it's like just a little bit
I
of rain.
have
is not
deity
hitting
as an umbrella. I carried him the entire time.
it. Your triceps are on fire because he weighs
Yeah.
like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
as you arrive, you do see
Here you go.
Bud is now outside with
Yeah.
Red and I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. I made it.
Janu?
Janu.
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 Jannu.
Oh, I know, it's so simple and I keep forgetting. I just keep
Forgettable.
thinking of his last name. But
Hey, you know
Hey,
what?
hey.
I gave you my whole thing with,
I know with Catherine, right? You
Catherine
kept
and
forgetting.
Carcaster. So
okay, so they are sitting outside now as they're kind of like watching you guys. They see you come up the street. And you see Bud, he's just ecstatic. He's happy and excited, but he's got wraps all over his chest here. So he's like, oh. Tira, thank the heavens.
I'm still a bear, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine that you're the other bear. You're pulling the other cart as the bear. That's
Yeah.
just kind of how I set it up. Tiroth, you're amazing. May the gods bless you for eternity. I can't believe it. How did you find them?
Well, I
He
tracked
did.
him down. And,
I do believe that was.
Sure, I had some help. I had some help. Good friends. Compatriots.
A good hero always has noble allies. I thank you all for your assistance.
You're welcome.
You're all welcome at my tavern for a free night stay. But just a night, okay? I gotta make money.
Of course.
Can
Can I get free nights in someone's closet? I don't need a full room.
can I just have some coffee?
We have to get going and quickly.
Oh yes,
Oh.
not right now.
Yes, you do see Janu is like packed and ready, and he says, I managed to send Red to the market, and he got some basic provisions for you all while you were out. We were worried you wouldn't make it in time, and, well, it appears that we might have missed the ship I was hoping to rendezvous with. But if you have another method, I can
I hear
still
there's
navigate you there.
A few different ships available.
Ah,
But we're going to have to
Commandeer?
convince the crew.
I think confiscate is a better word.
Commandeer.
whatever you have to do. I mean, be gone with you. Go on your luxurious adventures, Tira. Just make sure to come back with those stories, all right? Any
Look,
other
We
information?
were able to. Well, we were able to help you this time. But I would strongly advise you to hire some muscle next time you come down these parts. We took care of them for now, but
Oh.
no doubt they'll be back.
So you took care of them in the village then? They're not...
No, we took care of one building.
One group.
Yes, the group that
Yeah.
runs the town.
Yes, but they'll be
Yes,
back.
You've freed the
Don't
whole
doubt.
village.
There was one that
They
was cowardly.
Oh, of course.
they
Bourbon.
they did suggest that there were more places around the city.
Well, yes,
So-
the network of Mr. Butcher is enormous.
There's
It's just-
another that's inchworming his way down to the shore, I assume. He's currently tied up if you care to find him.
Huh. Might have some people that might want a piece of that.
It's what I thought.
But I'm not
I wanted to-
vindictive.
I wanted to bring
But
him
still,
to
you have my cart and my goods. It seems like everything is here.
There's also lots of gold.
And
We don't know
extra
There's
who.
also
I will-
this other cart whose belongings we don't know who they
I
go
can
to.
take it to the owner. I promise you that. You have nothing to worry about, and I will make sure that all know that you, Tiroth, have done this valiant deed. With the behest of your friends, of course.
Perhaps keep.
Do you all have a name? The Heroes of Six.
That
perhaps
actually has
keep
a good
Tyr-
ring to it.
Perhaps keep Tyrus' name a little low. You know his
Ah,
reputation.
psh, Only the authorities
Nonsense.
give a damn for that, and the slimy underworldlings.
I
Us regular folk, this story will go on to
Are we
enamor his name amongst
Big
us.
Hero 6.
No.
Copyright.
We are Tirith and Merry Band of Adventurers.
No.
No,
Tirith and the
I do
Merry
like
Band of
the-
Adventure as it is.
no.
I do like
No.
the Heroes
No.
of Six. Heroes of
Look,
Six.
it's,
sounds like
we're
pieces of
workshopping it, okay?
Well, either way, I will make sure that
Poppy
all
and the
who pass
Pain
through
Bone.
this here little
No.
You're all a spectrum.
The what?
Poppy and the Pain Bone.
No, we are not doing that. No.
We're not on the spectrum either.
It
No.
seems like you all have
Spectrum
some,
of light.
Wow.
some name
Wow.
problems to come up with.
Okay,
Like
okay.
rainbow,
We
rainbow,
are
but you're all
Tirith
in the spectrum of pain because you all offer different types of pain.
Okay. We are Tirith and Merry Band of
No.
Adventurers featuring Poppy Painbow. How about that?
I don't like that.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
I
long
like that.
hero.
I like that.
Anyway, no.
Send me a letter. Work on that. And he takes the wagons off. You see, he doesn't head towards the city. He heads towards a shack somewhere down the road where he knocks on a door and a gentleman answers who appears to be ecstatic. He gives him a big old hug and they begin to talk back and forth. And you can see Bud, as injured as he is, he's still, he talks with his hands. He's
Spreading
very
the rumor
flamboyant.
about
He's
Poppy
very
and the Painbow.
into this story. But you can see the whoever this person was is just thrilled to have his cart back. And he hands him the lockbox as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So, what do you guys do now that you have saved this tiny, small little fishing village?
Let's go get
Now
a
we gotta
fire.
one of those ships, yeah.
find ourselves a ship with a brown flag.
Well, as you head down towards the docks, you do see a couple of medium-sized sailing vessels. They're just tied to a lonely dock. There are 3 brown-sailed vessels. There's no one on them or anything at the moment. But you're still traveling with Laszlo and Merrick and Ed. They've kind of reconvened with you guys here. It seems like they've been waiting at the dock for a little bit of time now. We thought we'd
What's the one
missed
that's
you.
bigger than-
So, where is this shipping vessel of ours?
Yeah.
There's a galleon.
Navigating down this treacherous pathway.
There's a slight problem.
Don't tell me that adventure's been cancelled, Marcus. We can't do
No.
Marcus, I have an idea to solve that problem.
If you're talking about out the confiscation of the ship,
Yeah,
that's what I was about to explain.
Oh,
I
we're
have
going
a
to
plan.
reconnoiter ourselves.
I have a plan for it.
Oh, I'm listening.
All right.
But so am I.
There's what, 10 of us now?
Yeah, there's a lot of you.
All right.
So we can.
So,
You
have
could
a
probably
galleon.
you have enough people to crew 2 ships.
Oh, let's take 2 ships. Hell yeah.
Like I said, there doesn't appear to be anyone on them
Yeah.
at the moment. I mean, you
so-
did just run off
We're,
the
we're
Can I
gang.
do
getting
an
a big
inspection?
huddle. I'm gonna give him a big huddle. All right. So we'll break off. Marcus, to make it even, we'll have you work with Laszlo and his team. That way we have
Yes.
an even 5 and 5.
Yes, we have a solid team.
We're going to get 2
Freaking team.
2 medium-sized ships.
Right.
We'll break off into 2. As soon as we leave this little huddle, we will have, and I'm gonna point to big guy and the fast-looking one.
Oh, Merrick,
Yeah,
the little guy.
I'm like, you 2 are raising the anchor and unhitching, and I'm gonna go through this plan of us like in a very swift movement,
like at
getting
the same
these-
time, in
Yeah.
unison, like.
and
Well, like-
appointing duties to. All right,
Wait,
you work the
you know
sails,
how
you
to-
work the.
Oh yeah, you're a
Yeah.
vehicle dude.
Yeah, vehicles.
Yes, right.
I'm the vehicle guy. And then I'm gonna appoint
Or
duties
was
for
that
our.
light?
I don't
It's
know.
both. Both.
Oh, both. They both.
I
have
made
it.
sure they both
Oh,
had
okay.
it. So
Yeah,
I'm appointing
Nobody's
roles.
even tried to switch him to life. I mean,
Yeah, I'm appointing roles to both sides, and I'll say, does everyone understand their objectives?
I
Well,
understand.
their
I have a
roles.
question.
and if there's someone who gets in my way,
But I have a
I have
question.
no
Ed
idea
will
what
kick
I'm
their
doing.
ass.
Is there like, do you think maybe there's some sort of way that they can track these ships? Maybe
We can
should
figure that
search
out
for?
on the boat, like as we're rolling out of port.
Okay.
don't see anyone there. I think this is the perfect time.
Ready?
Right.
Move.
Go! And you see, as you guys begin to split off. Laszlo's a little on the chunkier side, so he's a little slow. But you see, he slaps
my.
Ed in the ass as he begins to trot off. You see, Ed is running. He's like,
Is he trailing behind me? I thought
Ed. Well, yeah, you're faster than everybody here. But
fast.
he's pretty fast too. He's about as fast as Poppy. Poppy and he are very very fast individuals. But you guys make it on the vessels. You do see that the anchors are in fact down in the
raising
water.
it up.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have managed to raise the anchors. Now who's going to sail the two vessels?
I'm sailing, and then I figured they have a navigator on their ship as well.
I don't know how to do sailing stuff.
What do you mean you don't know how to do sailing stuff?
I'm a businessman.
I
not a-
could have sworn your friend over there on the other vessel told me you would be the one sailing the vessel.
We'll give it a shot.
I'm just kidding. Like you remember nothing. I told you about my sailing adventures.
Look, I've been.
We've
Yeah.
been to the frontier, didn't I tell you that?
That doesn't mean.
Oh. How do you think we got there? By my navigating eye.
Fine. You take the helm.
Well, duh. Marcus, please. You're embarrassing yourself. And he takes down. Ed, you know what to do. And you see Ed. Begrudgingly, he goes and undoes the sails. Both ends. Merrick is just sitting there, kind of like dodgily looking around, like someone's gonna drop from the heavens and kill him.
Maybe he should go in the crow.
I'm getting the anchor up.
Yeah, you're. So, as both ships break away from the docks, you don't really see anybody trailing behind or even trying to attempt to get on the vessels.
I would like to.
In fact, nobody on the docks is paying any notion to you all whatsoever.
I'd like to lower the flag. Brown.
Well, how are you going to sail? It's a sailing vessel. You
No,
need
the
wind.
little
No, the
brown
not
flag.
the no.
The little flag in the backside. Oh, the
Or
brown flags.
indicator,
The brown flags, indicator flags.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
probably be a good idea to do on my eye ship as
Good.
well.
Yeah, you toss them, use them as blankets, whatever.
We can actually deliver these to another port. They'll give us lots of gold for someone else's flag.
Yep. It's true.
This is not the pirate game. Okay.
Sea of Thieves.
So, you guys begin this sailing part of the adventure. Now, the trip itself doesn't actually take all that long. However, as you're navigating past, you have to, if you look at your map there for a second. All right. So, where you guys are located, you will have to sail past Everhelm.
Ooh.
And last time you all were here,
To Everhelm.
we have that clip. We should release it. It'd be hilarious. Because it's so bad. As you sail past Everhelm and towards the meritocracy of Ceramis, you do see that the old, ancient, once glorious white city is kind of in shambles.
Oh.
There are smokestacks billowing from various locations throughout
bad
as you
over here.
sail around it. Oh, you give it a wide berth as far off as you can.
Let's go around this way.
And in the distance, you can almost hear the shriek, this strange, ghostly shrill coming from the city itself. You're not sure if people are there or not, or what exists now in that city, as no one has successfully ventured into it to see anything. Upper, lower, doesn't matter. No one can make it there.
Last time we saw Everhelm, it had a dragon in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a little scared of the dragon. I'm like, are we gonna see that thing flying
Yeah.
above it?
Yeah, even I'm like.
Who knows what that creepy, ghostly shrill was? But After your initial day journey along this vessel, you do seem to sail into more clear waters. There was like a shroud, a clouded fogginess.
Am I to assume that we have had a long rest?
Yes. That was sitting over Everhelm. This strange ethereal mist that was just present. As you sailed through, like I said, multiple smokestacks just billowing throughout the city, creating this haze. Takes a day as you sail past it. It's now in your rear view. You can kind of still see this almost like shadow looming over the expansive city. But off in the distance, you do see this shoreline that Janu is pointing to land at. He says, look, there's no docks here. And if we land the ships here, I don't know that there's any way back. We might just have to abandon them here. But this is the only way I know of to pass the blockade that's up ahead. As I said before, the armies of the Kaiba Empire are growing in this region. And they've brought their navy through a short, narrow strait above Tiraplanus. And now, they've set up a blockade to stop any sort of traffic in and out of Karantanya's southeastern region. So we're going to have to land here. We can either drop the anchors and swim to shore, or we can run them aground.
Run them aground. Continue it down the river.
Toward the blockade?
Won't that just raise suspicion, though?
It definitely would.
That's true.
That's a strong thought, Tirith. We would want to keep this as
I'm trying to see.
least prying eyes as we can. Any sort of scouting party that comes out would be a danger to us.
So, we're near the Kaiba?
No.
No, we're here.
So if you look where the meritocracy is,
Yes.
there is you see where Everhelm meritocracy is, and you see that little sailing vessel there?
Yeah.
So what you guys are doing is you are that little sailing vessel there on that map. And you are looking at the left-hand side of that ship. There's that little nook of land that comes out. Those are the vast plains of Karantanya. The city that you're heading towards is toward the eastern part of that little place. But there's a blockade that comes up in between where Tiraplanus and Karantanya are. So if you continue sailing along to get closer to the city, you'd have to somehow figure out how you're going to navigate this blockade, which would be particularly difficult just because you're sailing a forge-hold vessel. Doesn't necessarily have any markings of forge-hold, but it's probably made of different materials. Not to mention, you're sailing through a wartime area.
And our ship doesn't have any weapons, does it?
No. These are literally just small, medium-sized cargo vessels.
I think we run them aground if we're not keeping them. That way, no one else can have them.
Well,
You
I
can
think
always
if we run them
pass from Karantanya to Tiraplanus through that's the thing is, you wouldn't be able to go to Tiraplanus to Karantanya because that passway right there's that little jutting of land, and then there's a small passage of sea. Normally they have ferries there, but that region has been taken over. So you can't ferry from one side to the other. Now, the Kaiba have not invaded Tiraplanus yet, but they are on that coastal region there. They have taken that entire far eastern board of Karantanya over.
Okay.
South of that big giant mountain range.
Well, what do you think, Jeff?
I was gonna say we could leave it just anchored offshore a little bit in case we ever need to get out, but I guess it doesn't really matter. If someone wants to get on the ship, they can get on the ship.
Scouting parties, though?
There are. So, you leave it anchored, there's a chance that they could get found out, and then they get confiscated.
I mean, if they
by either side
run aground, they can.
Yes.
Well, if you run them aground, you basically just destroyed them.
Yeah. That's what I think. But
Which
So
is
for you guys-
least suspicious, because then it'd be like, oh, some...
Oh,
potentially, yeah.
they died or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
maybe.
way, there's a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Okay.
let's run them aground.
Let's
All
run on
right.
the ground.
So you guys are going to scuttle them. All right, so as you run them around, you guys brace for the impact as it... You can hear the grinding. And then inevitably, some of the water begins to fill up in the backside of these ships as there's a
Bucket.
gaping hole in the sides. And you guys can just kind of like
Repairing.
hop off the front onto the ground in front of you. And thus begin the long trek to Stonehaven. Now, Stonehaven is roughly 150 miles away.
Woo.
So it's going to take a couple days to get there, even at a fast pace. But,
I am writing.
We have our animals.
Milton
yes, I was
as
going to say,
a-
you guys
I'm-
did bring your animals. If you wanted to
Oh,
bring them,
okay,
you
okay.
could have brought them.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
just want to make sure. I just
was gonna say
assumed
I
you
was
would.
gonna ride.
That's what I was
gonna ride
thinking of, like,
Marcus.
you're on your animals is going to ride 150, because 150 miles on
Well,
foot.
what about
Like, even
the,
Roman
Like a
soldiers
year.
could only go
the
30.
extra party of people who are not...
Yeah, no,
Do
they
they have
have
animals?
horses.
Okay.
They have horses. The monk is just riding on the backs of one of theirs. Ed has a particularly large horse, like a fucking Clydesdale.
Like a war horse?
That's a horse for sure.
Dang.
Horse.
It's a beefy
All right.
horse.
So we are on our way over there.
Yeah. And you have to rest every night. So what I would like to do are your first night out on your adventure. Let's have Marcus roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
Not the
Ah.
random encounters.
No. Just a random occurrence while you're out on this adventure.
That's a 4.
Wow. Never seen that before. So you do manage to run into some people that are fleeing the area because from what they are saying to you guys as they're passing, they're warning you to stay away. That this passageway across the plains is getting dangerous, and eventually it's going to be taken over by the Kaiba. They're heading towards the northern part of Carantania, more towards the capital, to try to obviously buy themselves some more time, and they're hoping to convince the king there that this invading force is legitimately a threat, because he, despite what's happening in the southern region, is in denial about this massive army that's invading his land. He thinks it's some sort of trivial little thing. So they're hoping to give him a fair warning. Okay? So that's who you kind of like run into the first couple of days while you're out here. And after 3 days, you come to what, as Johnny says, is your potential last night. Because where we're heading is incredibly dangerous. There's the Emperor's soldiers who will not look too kindly on outsiders. We will go into Stonehaven and hopefully pose as travelers and act as though we are not there for any other reasons. If we are found out, we will be hanged or impaled, depending on our verdict when we're deemed guilty of espionage. So, my
Great
suggestion...
options.
Yes, not great. So my suggestion is just make sure with the guards there, the Kaiban guards in Stonehaven, that you are on your best behavior. Don't attempt to do anything illegal. They have a strict martial law in place, so they have a curfew. You cannot be out past dark. And if you are seen colluding with spies, which they do think, and probably with good reason, know that there is an element of rebellion within the city itself. We're going to hopefully find those rebels, and they might be able to help you with obtaining this key. Those are my contacts. I don't align with them to fight, but I offer my services to help them get people to escape the city. And for the most part, we have gotten almost all of the women and children out. Now it is just the men. And unfortunately, that is more difficult because the guards are constantly on them to produce in their work environments. They are still made to do what they were normally doing in the city, whether they're fishermen or iron workers, metal armor smiths and such. They are also forced at the end of their shifts to continue to build a new set of walls around the city itself and defenses. Because in the siege that happened before, they were all but destroyed. They used dinosaurs and they dropped giant boulders from the sky. They have enormous horns that batter into the stone and can break it down. Their siege engines are terrifying. But we will find this rebel element, and hopefully they can help you in your mission. But once we arrive in the city, I must bid you adieu. But this is your last potential night. So if there's anything you need to get off your chest or tell your friends, now would be the time to do it. I'll leave you to it. I need to go practice my meditations. And he leaves your camp. So all that's in your camp at this moment is, well, you guys and Laszlo, Ed, and Merrick. They're not going anywhere. So,
Right.
you have a calm before the storm evening by the campfire.
How long do poisons last on a blade?
Minutes. Minutes, not hours.
That's
Because
fine.
it's liquid, it's going to drip off.
Okay.
Probably like 10 minutes on a blade before it's all the way off.
All right.
Okay. So, I want to go over to Laszlo real quick.
Yeah, you don't have to go over. You guys are sitting in a big circle.
I
you all
want-
got your camping
Right.
bags around the circle so that you can just pass out by the fire. And it's not like a huge campfire. It's pretty small. It doesn't generate a lot of smoke. Probably for good reason.
Laszlo, Ed, I owe both of you an apology.
Oh. What did you do this time?
You're damn right. Wait, what?
Wait, what? What did you do this time?
No, what I mean is the night my brother died. I had trusted you. He would still be here. Instead, Ed, I was rude, abrasive,
Well,
and, well, downright mean.
well, it seems as though you must have changed your ways, otherwise these people probably wouldn't stick around you. I mean, we sure didn't. I do wish we hadn't left abruptly, but as you can imagine, it affected Merrick greatly. He wasn't sure how to feel about it. He didn't know how to process it. And, I mean, you were quite a wanted man. I didn't want another incident like that happening and me losing my friends. But it seems like this group of individuals you've met and befriended quite accomplished in what they can do.
Yes. But still, you should have never been put through something like that. I take full responsibility.
Well, it's in the past now. But to find a way to move forward. And unlike Theron, we're all here. I think, unfortunately, you're going to have to find a way to live with that. But know that you're forgiven here. I think Merrick feels worse than even you. Being controlled like that, I'm not sure what that does to a person. But we've recovered bits and pieces of him. He's coming back to us slowly. He still isolates himself every night, though. Nightmares get to him. But, like I said, this group here seems like you're on some hell of a quest yourself.
Oh, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you.
It's exciting, though, yes?
Oh, I've made sure I've told him stories and stuff.
Oh,
We're
yes,
good.
as you've gone
Regaled
along the
ourselves.
journey, I hope so. I was going to say.
With embellishments, of course.
With embellishments, of course. Ah,
Some of it I don't even believe Eve has happened.
I've got to say I'm jealous a bit. Who would have thought little Marcus, the shy little broker man, would be on these extravagant adventures? But hey, this mark of yours must mean something. Maybe.
If you could tell me, I'd be ecstatic.
Well, it's got to be some sort of legend or something. Look, you all have it? I mean, that's spectacular.
We're related.
Yes, no, I see
Distant.
I
Ominous.
He's a funny one.
I can never tell if he's actually joking or not.
Well, by the way, if you all don't mind, I'm going to get some shut-eye before this shit show tomorrow, or potential shit show. Do keep it down. And you see, he just kind of like turns over, because like I said, you guys are kind of like sitting on your sleeping bags, and then he just kind of like turns over to go to sleep.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I would have asked Red to take a look at that morning star while we were on the ship.
Oh, you want him to do identify on the morning star? So
Yeah.
yes, so it is actually a magical morning star. So it is a two-handed weapon. It is a martial weapon.
Okay, I give that to Poppy.
It deals 1d10 damage. All right, and when you hit, the person has to make a strength saving throw, or you can disarm them, or you can push them back 5 feet.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
I'll give it to Poppy just in case.
It is a morning star
Awesome.
of abruptness. Just
Of
a magical
pushing.
morning star. Morning star of push it.
I like
Real good.
it's like really heavy, so heavy that I can't like fully lift it, and I like drag it over to Poppy.
I just
Here,
feel like-
Poppy.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Tira.
Ooh. Morning Star of
I'll
Disruption.
tell you where Red
Name it,
keeps
Annie.
his wine. Your wine. And I let him know where you keep the wine.
I gave it back to him ages ago.
Yeah,
I
that's
trust the little alcoholic. What? We gotta trust each other, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just the way you said it.
So, as your embers begin to die in the fire, quiet conversation
I'll keep watch.
begins to fade. Everyone falls asleep. And you awake the next morning to a loud, thunderous boom in the distance.
It's okay. It's just war.
You're not really sure what it is, but you hear this loud boom coming in from the direction you are, in fact, heading.
Yeah.
So, you see Janu is also already awake as he reapproaches your camp, because he went off kind of by himself to meditate. He's got to keep his own little,
Right.
get his own little zen. And he says, all right, that's part of the sign. We have to go now. And fast.
Okay.
How
Oh.
fast?
As fast as our steeds will take us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just remember,
We should probably use our steeds.
we're there as traders, merchants. Do not mention anything about where you're actually from. You can come up with false names if you'd like. I don't think they'll know you anyway. But just make sure you do not, whatever you do, hint that you are here for any other purpose than trade or merchandise of some sort.
Zip it.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling very uncomfortable because as these two were just in my face right now.
Well, perhaps that's a sign. So, shall we? And by now, you guys have kind of like gone through the rations that Red bought for the party. So you're running low on food anyway.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're not. You don't count.
Um,
You're not even alive.
Ah! What am I?
You don't have a soul. Like redheads. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, are you guys hightailing it with him?
Yeah, we're
Johnny
hightailing.
was like,
What-
We're going.
all right. So,
I think mine's just a glorified
Like a
rocking
hobby
horse,
horse?
but it's just a really,
Like a rocking
really fast rocking horse.
so as you
You
go
need the coconuts
through
to make the noise.
fly, queen, fly!
this war-torn region, you see there are, as you come up like this the precipice of this hill, and it looks like there was some sort of like skirmish that took place here. There's some like strewn about weapons and lots of mud and stuff. There's no bodies, so if there was like a battle here, it's been cleaned up. But very war-torn area, and you come down to this almost like this valley in front of you, where it's scattered clouds and like bits and rays of sunshine. But in the center of this valley is what appears, you can tell even from the top, it looks like this massive battlefield. There is just flags and spears and pikes and arrows everywhere, bodies lining the area, all along this kind of stream, where the stream itself appears to be clogged itself with bodies. But in the distance, you can see two sort of towns. All right. And he gestures towards one on your guys' western side. That's Crowchester. Baron Ixaz and his troops are there, probably preparing for another assault. And then over there, it's where we're heading. Stonehaven. And you see this town off in the far eastern distance is nearly nestled into the mountainside. Okay, there's a clear walled-in section that leads all the way up into the mountains. So it's walled like upwards. It's very strange looking, but what you guys know about this town is that
Bless you.
it's known for its natural resources. All right. There's a large market square. There is the Frost Spire Mines, and they are mining valuable minerals there, iron and like
I was reading with
bunch of different like tools for war, metals that they can use to craft armor, and that's what this this city is kind of known for. Stonehaven is known for producing armor and weapons for the country of Carantania in wartime. In the center of this city, you see a very large like citadel region. As well as, like I said, there's this market square. There's the mines up top where it's walled in. The mines itself are kind of walled in. And then you see something on the outskirts of the town that looks like it was kind of like built recently. But inside, you see large things are moving around. Now, you're still a few miles away, so you can't really tell what's inside of everything. And the walls around the city have seemingly been thus rebuilt. So, as you head towards the city, you're going into this valley deep down below, and in the distance, towering, like through the clouds, you see the vast Oa mountain range. And those are the impassable mountains that no one has, many explorers have tried to cross, but none have ever made it back. And here, nestled in this deep valley, are these two cities that are pretty far apart. They're probably roughly like 15 miles in distance as you guys like cross this large hill, and you can kind of like peer down into this deep valley. They're pretty far away. They look pretty small from where you're located. But the closest one is Stonehaven. Crowchester is off in the distance further to the west. So from your guys' location, Stonehaven is much closer. And you just see this massive mountain range towering in the distance as you head towards it. There's always seemingly clouds, like they look like storm clouds just all the time over the mountain range. They never go away. And you can see as you're riding through this massive battlefield, there appears to be a couple of people moving around down there. You're not really sure what they're doing, but it appears whatever battle had taken place is definitely over. So, you guys are riding towards it. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure. I think I'm
You
gonna
guys, yeah, you can just talk. You can talk. You can. I mean, you can just ride on. It doesn't really matter.
Well,
You can pick.
right now, I think our
Just want
best.
to make sure that you guys don't want to do anything else.
I think our best bet right now is to lay low because we don't. Because yes, we know that there's war going on, but we don't know who's who, what's what.
Well, yeah, you could ask Johnny. Remember, he's been here before.
Can we just
So-
like observe people?
Yeah, you can head towards the city. I mean, Johnny was making his way for Stonehaven.
Yeah, we're following him.
Okay, so as you
Yeah.
guys get closer to the city, he does slow up a bit, and he says, "Well, it looks like they've finished the walls. I guess is overtime for the men of the city. Hopefully, they're still here, and they haven't been found out. These freedom fighters that we're looking for, good men, dedicated."
Do you have a name of the group, or
Well, they don't have a
Our
particular
contact?
name. They're just rebelling against the Kaiba at this point.
do you
The
have
occupation
a name,
of their city.
name of our contact?
I do, but I don't want to give you that yet. Not until we make it into the city,
Fair enough.
in case something happens. I can't chance you getting captured and talking. Sorry.
I understand that.
he stares daggers at Marcus. So, just remember.
He's never gonna let me live it down. I got us going. I got us moving forward,
You're
but
correct.
Doesn't matter. You still gave away info. No. So,
At least like talk it over with the rest of the.
hey guys, I'm gonna spill the beans. Are you cool with it? No. No. What? So, as you get closer to the city, Johnny says, "Now, look, the general in charge of the city, General Ironscale. She's ruthless and cunning. She leads the Clawed Legion. They're a deadly group of soldiers of sorts."
Do they have? And I nudge as best as possible on horseback.
Yeah.
Do they have this symbol? And she has like the weird. What was the symbol that you?
Oh,
Um,
the dragon?
it is a skeletal dragon in a circle.
No. They have a symbol that bears the teeth of their chosen right.
Mm.
And as he gestures towards the top of what appears to be some sort of tower that has been erected, and you do see there's like, I say it's a tower, but there's no like windows or anything, so it's not like archers are shooting from
It's
it.
like an
Instead,
obelisk.
on the top of the tower, you see winged dinosaurs.
Oh,
But on the center, there's an incredibly large flag, and it bears sharp fangs of like a jaw, but you can't tell like the rest of it. It's just the jaw like this with the fangs down.
And this is the Clawed Legion.
Yes, she uses they're mainly scouts, but they're ferocious and deadly. They ride their velociraptors and use pterodons to scout the skies. And they're known for picking up cavalry troops with their feet and dropping them from great heights.
Ah,
Yes,
makes sense.
this is why we need to make sure that we are not deemed as threats or allies of Carantania. Just merchants here
Foreign
on
herds.
business to make money. That's it. And be wary of General Ironscale. As I said, she is ruthless.
Lead the way.
All right. So as you guys approach the, there's like a pathway. It's like a small hill that leads up towards the city itself that sits on like a mound of dirt, essentially, like built it a little up. There are wooden spike palisades all around the outskirts of the city that look fairly new. And you see there are a couple of individuals with whips and a couple of velociraptors roaming with these people on chains. So they have like this wrapping around the master's wrist and around the throat of the raptor, and they're whipping at these people and telling them to hurry up. As people are driving in more palisades, they're digging holes. And out to the far left of the village, now that you're towards the front, you can see there appears to be some sort of like large ditch that they're building. And there's lots of straw being brought in. And you can see people from the battlefield that's just to your west. They're bringing dead bodies over into this pit, and they're just like slinging them in. So, remember, merchants, as you guys approach the city, there are a couple of wagon trains with you or in your area, coming in and out of the city, transporting basic things like food and water. But you approach the front gates and you see these very well armor-clad soldiers. They all wear this black armor with gold emblazoned on gold paint, essentially, with that same symbol from the flag you've seen up above on their uniforms. Their armor is plated, so it's it's plated scale, so it's layered and thick, but there's a lot of maneuverability on them for reasons that probably pertain to the fact that they ride dinosaurs into fights most of the time.
Makes sense.
And as you approach, the front kind of guard kind of guy with he too has his own raptor on a chain. Says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
I step forward. I got this covered. We are humble merchants looking to trade in the city. We are Sogman Reed and Company.
Roll a persuasion check.
Could I help him? I have a background feature. I can blend in as a servant.
Is that life?
Okay, yeah.
That's a part of my
I'll allow you to do the help action
And
because you do have that little like servant thing. So you walk, you go next to him, and you're just kind of like.
I'm casting guidance, just to be sure.
Are you sure you want to cast a spell? Remember, it's a verbal thematic thing. He can see you do it.
We got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that now. Remember,
you
you're in a
look like
hostile
me?
area, so you use spells and they can see it.
Can I just look like the muscle?
I got a 28.
Good lord. All right, Mr. Reed. Just know we have a curfew, so you need to be indoors by 7 p.m. each night. You can stay at the local tavern if you'd like. There are a few rooms available. Do not get in the way of any of the
They have
soldiers.
good wine.
If the soldiers wish to search your persons, you must allow them to. If there is any retaliation to soldiers, there is swift judgment by the general herself. And I tell you this, don't fuck around. She'll put your head on a spike.
Lovely. And I
Lovely.
take my hat.
You may enter. Gestures towards the door, or the gates, rather, and from the other side, there are two large, like, chains that are being pulled by these medium-sized dinosaurs, and they're just kind of like. It looks like they've somehow upgraded the defenses of this front gate, because the defenses there probably were destroyed. As you are open into the rest of the city, you see in front of you it's a very large Very, very, very expansive city, by the way. The walls are enormous on all sides. The city itself is pretty large. It's not like Carcaster, but it's enormous. You can see in front of you there are, it looks like housing, lots and lots of housing, impromptu, really hastily built housing. And off in the distance, you see the market square, which has lots of stalls and lots of flags and such. And each flag represents a different, like, booth. But the market square appears to be, like, stark empty. It's ghost town. The only booths you see as you walk through this vicinity are people selling food, people selling water, and there's, like, a little well, like, behind them. They have a well that they sell their water from. And people selling like small nuggets of metal. They don't appear to be like large or much to do with anything. So whatever's going on with the mining in this area has been probably taken over by the Kaiba. So Janu leads you to a tavern. And he gestures the entire party towards the fireplace. As you enter this rather large, it's a very tall building. It's probably like 4, 5, 6 stories high, from just what you can tell from the outside walking in. And inside, there's like no one. In fact, most of the tables inside are like tipped over. It looks like a ghost town. Except there is a bartender guy standing there, and you see lots of keys on his back wall. But Janu enters, and you see they give each other a pretty significant and noticeable bow. This is good. The soldiers haven't occupied the area yet. Our hideout is still in place. I'll take you to meet him now, if you would like.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to stay in this city for any longer than we have to.
Of course. So he heads towards the fireplace. And you see there's a big, giant, roaring fire in it. And he gestures, nods his head slightly to the side. He says, go through. Trust me, you'll be fine. As he's still standing watch a little bit.
I'll go through.
It's an
As you
illusion.
go into the fire, you hear a hissing, like flesh would be melting, but nothing happens. And you walk through, and you see a staircase that leads down.
We go down.
So as you guys all walk through, you hear that like your skin would melt off, but nothing happens. And Janu follows behind you. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, like I said, there is a door, and he says, knock thrice, and it shall open. As you knock the third time, the door, you hear a loud kaboom. And instead of opening and swinging open, it slides ever so gently open. Inside, you feel this warmth come from it, and you hear distant conversation, but a lot of it. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. We'll see you next week on 20-Sided Dice Fight.